You will not be able to stay home, brother.
This is the Parley, a place where guests are required to put their money where their mouth is, where we double down on the discourse and conversation. That's the only currency accepted. Proudly presented by the Nefarious Media Network.
What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome to another edition of the Parley, proudly presented by the Nefarious Media Network. And like that seductive lady off the top told you, this is the place where conversation is the only currency allowed. I'm one of your hosts, the Godfather, Nate Milton. Over 10 years in the game, ain't a damn thing changed. I am still your favorite podcaster's favorite podcaster, a.k.a. Mr. Steal Your Auntie. Don't bring me to the function if you don't want some unction. Still trying to workshop that, trying to get it off the ground. But we have a big show this week, man. A lot of things to talk about. Obviously, the Oscars went down last night. AEW Revolution went down last night. Today is 3/16 Day, so give me a hell yeah. And tomorrow is St. Patrick's Day. So we're going to talk about the Oscars. We're going to talk about AEW Revolution from a perspective from somebody that had boots on the ground. We are going to talk about our favorite Irish folks of all time. And of course, we're going to end things off by feeding some ducks at the pond. So let's go ahead and bring the panel on. First up, this brother had a busy night, man. Watching the Oscars, watching the pay-per-view, watching what this crazy man at 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue is doing out in the world. But he is here today to try to make sense of all of it. Y'all give it up for the Mayor Pro Tem of Los Angeles, California, my brother and my friend, the angry intellectual himself, Chris from LA, a.k.a. The Professor. Can we rock? What's up, Doc?
Man, chilling, yo. Yeah, those Oscars, I was covering those. Also covering the AEW stuff from afar. Just checking in on our man who was on the ground out there. Yeah, man, it's a lot to unpack in this show.
So we definitely going to get into it, man. It's going to be a fun one. I can already feel it. But let's bring on somebody who needs no introduction, Chris, but we're going to give it to him anyway. He is the super producer, man so skilled at his craft. Some people call him the Caitlin Clark of production. That's why we refer to this brother as Caitlin Dark. And he's going to make sure, we're not too big, Chris, to not see some of the issues we may have, some of the shortcomings we may have. So Ray is going to make it his mission to keep us on schedule this evening so we can hit that tight 90. So let's bring out the super producer himself. Y'all give it up for two-way Ray Williams.
What's going on, brothers? Always a pleasure to be on with you. And yes, if you do celebrate, give me a bell, yeah. Indeed. Happy.
You're going to have you a couple Steve Rogers tonight, Ray.
What'd you say?
We'll have you a couple Steve Weisers tonight.
Oh no. I don't partake. I would be getting a stunner. I just got some water. He would be stunning me and then just trampling all over me for not refusing. I look like, if he gave me a Steve Weiser, I look like Stacy Keebler when she tried to drink it that one time.
Oh yeah.
Oh, what is this?
I'm out.
How
But
you
it's
feeling
always
today,
a
Ray?
pleasure. What'd you say?
Say, how you feeling today, Ray?
I'm feeling all right. I'm feeling all right. Uh, special day coming up tomorrow. I'll go more into that once we start talking about our St. Patrick's Day memories. But yeah, I'm feeling good now. We had the early release from school today because there was anticipation of a tornado watch around here, but
Mm.
it's been pretty quiet, at least in my neck of the woods. So hopefully,
Mhm.
not too much has happened over where I work. So
Okay. Well, let's not waste any more time, Ray. Let's bring on the remaining members of this esteemed panel
indeed,
today. Next up is a longtime friend of the program, longtime team member here at Nefarious Media Network. Y'all know her, y'all love her, y'all give it up. But a seductive lady from the top of the show, Brittany Monet. What
Hi.
up, Cap?
Not much. Just enjoying my day off. I had 2 days off in a row, so that's nice for
nice.
me. And
Okay.
for me, the Academy Awards is like my Super Bowl, so I'm excited to talk about the Oscars and all of that good stuff.
Okay. We will
Yeah.
definitely get to the Oscars here in a second, Cap. But there is one more member of the team that we have to bring to the stage. And I didn't even know if this brother was going to show up tonight, right?
I
Because he
know.
had a long night, man. This brother
Mhm.
had his boots on the ground in Los Angeles, California, covering AEW Revolution for the Nefarious Media Network, including being a part of the media scrum at the post show, even asking Tony Khan, TK himself, a question. So y'all give it up for this brother. We're very proud of him. He is the leader of the mid card mafia, the leader of the prelim posse. He is one half of the team here at Ring Theory. New episode coming out this week. So stay tuned. Y'all give it up for the good brother, upper mid card, Jay Macy's.
What's going on, everybody? How y'all doing? I am. It feels like I've lost a good portion of my life. I don't know what happened in the Oscars. I don't know what's happening on the current events. I'm. If it sounds like I just woke up, it's pretty accurate. I just woke up. I took today off. It was such a long night, but it was also an exhilarating night. It was great, and I can't wait to share exactly what I found out, who I saw, and get into the particulars of AEW Revolution last night.
Oh
All
yeah,
right.
we definitely want to hear some of your stories from that event, Jay, and we are all proud of you here at the network, brother. But let's start on these Oscars. But before we get to that, Jay, before we get to that, Ray, before we get to that, Britt, before we get to that, Doc, Ray Williams inspired me from one of our previous episodes this month. Ray does a lot of hard work here, Brittany, producer, host, editor. But what you may not know, Brittany, is Ray Williams, our good friend Two-Way Ray, is also a backsliding vegan. Yes, I said it. A backsliding vegan. A vegan who has strayed from the path of the righteous. But Ray, you inspired me, man, because I usually don't mess with Mickey D's, cuz if I'm gonna eat fast food burgers, McDonald's is way down on the list, man. But I was
Mhm.
off today. I was like, you know what, man? Let me try this big arch that they talking about, man. Let me try this big arch. That I know y'all seen the video with the McDonald's CEO. I'm gonna take a big bite out of this burger, and he's like, ew. Like he ain't never had a burger before. Ew. Like I'm like, let me try this big arch gimmick. And I gotta say, Jay, I didn't hate it.
Mm.
Didn't hate it. And I will go one step further. Big arch better than Big Mac. I said it.
Oh yeah,
The Big
I've been
Arch
hearing.
got the Big Mac because you got the two patties, but you don't have that extra piece of bread in the middle, which complicates the Big Mac. So yeah, the Big Arch, it was all right, it was cool. Arch Manning need to get up on that for his NIL for next season. Just
Mm.
wall to wall Big Arch commercials. But
That makes
the
sense.
real treat at McDonald's, Brittany, was something that I had not seen in years. Because like I said, I don't really be at McDonald's like that. Something I have not tasted in probably 15 years, Chris. Because I went to McDonald's and let me get that big arch. She was like, okay, would you like to try a nice shamrock shake with it? I said, a shamrock shake? You know what? I would like to try a Shamrock Shake, right? So I got the
Yeah.
Shamrock Shake. But here's the thing. I didn't drink it at McDonald's, y'all. Came home, threw that mug in the freezer for a little bit. Shamrock Shake on deck. So y'all gonna get my live reactions to this Shamrock Shake. And I will tell you if it is delicious or if it is basura, Jay Lacey.
Please do. Please do.
I know this ain't the most manliest look on the podcast for those watching the video. Just be up here sipping straws and whatnot, but we're gonna see what this Shamrock Shake is about.
Slurping on a straw is crazy.
And
I
just don't
used
see
to
no
get
cuz. Ah,
Yeah, that mint.
man.
See that mint creep up on you. Like it's all right.
It's like drinking a liquefied York peppermint patty.
Yeah.
I hate mint flavored things.
Oh.
That's
The
why I got
last
these
time,
straws.
last time I had a Shamrock Shake, I remember it tasting like toothpaste, and I was like, never again.
Oh my goodness.
I
mean,
don't
I'm
like
gonna finish it
Girl
because I
Scout
paid
mint
$4
cookies.
for it. You don't like the
you
thin
don't
mints,
like
cuz?
the-
I
you don't
like
like
the
the
thin
thin
mints.
Hell no! I do
I'm
not
with
like
you on that one.
anything
You don't like the
mint
Andes?
flavored unless it's actually gum or mints. But like
Mm.
candies, no, I can't. It's just
I like
disgusting.
thin
I'm like,
mints. Now, my favorite is the racist Girl Scout cookie.
The
You ain't heard
Samoas,
this?
Tagalong?
or
The Samoan joints. Like, you
Yeah.
ain't never been to no Samoa Girl Scouts. You don't know what them folks eat. But them Samoans is my favorite. Then I like the thin mints. They got like one that's like the Reese's, kind of the chocolate and peanut butter gimmick.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that
yeah.
was good, yeah.
like
That was
the
good.
nutter
are
butter kind of
tag-alongs.
stuff. Yeah.
Tagalongs, yes.
Mhm.
Yeah, the tag.
I know it ain't tagalong, this damn shake.
See, what you got to be hitting on, like for me, the Shamrock Shake is
Okay.
a seasonal delicacy for me. I love it.
Okay.
But what they brought out that hits even harder than the Shamrock Shake, you got to get the Shamrock Oreo McFlurry, son.
Mm.
See, next time you go, see that. Oh, come on, Brittany and Monet, don't make that. It's delicious.
I haven't
you're not a mint
had
person.
McDonald's in I don't know how long. But two, desecrating an Oreo is not something I would ever do. So
Desecrating or my
Okay. So this was a
I
mixed trip to
just-
McDonald's, Brittany. So Big Arch, I would get a Big Arch like a 7, 8 out of 10. Like Big Arch, you got to try that. I would get it with the single patty because I don't need to be conducting those big back activities right now, Jay Lacey. I'm trying to get right. If I go with the single instead of the double. But as for that Shamrock Shake, to quote Dave Chappelle, quoting Rick James, Chris, I wish I had 4 hands so I could get that shake 4 thumbs down.
Oh,
It's not we're talking about it's a delicacy, Ray Williams.
for me. But I'm big
Okay,
in,
for you.
I'm big into the mint. So I could see, like I said, it's an acquired taste.
Mint,
Very
milk, and
much
whipped
so.
cream. That is up your alley, Ray.
See, there you go.
I mean-
We'll go there.
Malcolmore and mint flavored things.
Woo!
You just I
Off
don't
the
know,
top
Ray.
rope,
See, there you
out of nowhere. Damn, Ray, you getting a
Not
profile
you,
right now,
Brittany
cuz.
No, man. Not it too, Brittany Monet, not you.
I'm so sorry. And the Malcolmore thing is fresh in my mind because I was watching Glee and they were singing a Malcolmore song, and I'm like, Ray would love this. And I
I
just
would.
was like, oh.
Wow. Which song was it?
It was the what was it? The one he's like, just because I like art doesn't mean I'm gay, and whatever
Oh,
that
The
song.
Same Love.
Yeah. And I was just
Mhm.
like, and then it made me realize I was like, I forgot how long Glee was on until it actually got canceled.
Yeah.
Because there's certain
Well,
things I'm like, oh, maybe I was like, Malcolmore didn't have a song out when Glee was around, and I'm
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
okay.
Yeah, I was in acting class with one of those dudes that was on Glee, the Jacob Artist, the black guy that was on
Oh,
there.
for real?
Mhm.
Big Sky, yeah. I was on.
Okay.
I was in acting class with him for a while.
Wow. In a sliding doors future world, Chris could have been on Glee with Grant Gustin and them. That would have been wild.
Nah.
I was cussing people out in songs.
Yeah. I do not
Turn
like
up the
musicals like that.
fuckery.
Yeah.
Get away from me, the fuckery. Like, woo! Really
Yeah.
bodied that number.
Yeah.
Like why is
Oh
Chris
man, oh
why is
man.
Chris's
Yeah.
characters always singing NWA songs? What is
Yes, Chris
Yeah.
is like, fuck the
Public Enemy?
police.
Mhm.
Oh man, we got to
Elvis
fight the
was a
powers that
hero to
be.
most.
But let's go from Chris's turn as a thespian to some folks that won some awards last night, man. Oscars was in the building, hosted by that man Conan O'Brien. We'll get back to him for the record, Ray Williams.
Oh yeah.
But there was a lot going on at the Academy Awards. Michael B out here killing the game, and then going to In and Out, getting the animal style burger to go with that Oscar cub. But let's start with Brittany Monet. Brittany Monet is our resident Academy Awards aficionado. That's why we call her AAA. Brittany, what were your thoughts last night? And were there any surprises? Were there folks that won that you was like, I don't think that was the right call? What were your overall thoughts on the event?
I think actually one was pretty cool that a lot of films that had horror elements won, because that's a category or genre that kind of sometimes gets ignored a lot by the Academy, especially in the acting areas. So even though I don't think that she had the best performance, the fact that Amy Madigan won was very cool for Weapons, even though I do think our castmate Julia Gardner was one who should have got nominated for that movie if someone was going to get nominated. And then also, obviously, Michael B. Jordan winning is crazy. And I think one, it was obvious because he played two roles in one movie, which I think that's kind of things that the Academy likes to award in general. And it's obviously deserved, but I think that's like one of the things but the fact that it was in a movie that had vampires in it, I think is really crazy, because the Academy sometimes will ignore, like Toni Collette a few years ago probably should have won for Hereditary, and so it's like things like that I think was really cool. Obviously it was awesome seeing Ryan Coogler win, and get one of his presenters was one of our favorite honorary Black peoples, Robert Downey Jr. I don't know if y'all caught that handshake. I don't know if y'all caught that handshake from our DJ. Yeah, I think the thing that really didn't deserve nominations was One Battle After Another. And I know there's some people who think it's like, oh, you don't watch all the movies. I did watch all the movies, including the acting category ones, where their movies didn't get Best Picture noms. And I could say that some of those movies probably could have got, like Song Sung Blue probably could have been in there over One Battle Another. Even Blue Moon with Ethan Hawke. There were just so many things that I think were better than One Battle After Another. But that being said, Frankenstein won some stuff, which people who knew, like I was gunning for both Frankenstein and Sinners for like mostly everything. Yeah, obviously it was very disappointing that I Lied to You did not win original song. But if it had to go to someone, I think K-pop Demon Hunters was obviously the one, because the little kids love that. It's cool, seeing more people of color win awards too, I think, in these situations. When obviously before it was the hashtag Oscar so white. So it's nice to see that. Yeah, and if you did not check out the live action short called The Singers, it is on Netflix, and I believe it is one of the producers is actually Dr. Dre. So I would check that out if you can. Yeah, I think everything, it was, One Battle After Another is the one where I just think it wasn't to me what, I think it's maybe the white people's idea of what revolution is. And I feel like that's why it won, because it's like the white perspective of a revolution. And, and things like that. Sean Penn's performance to me was the weakest, and not because his character is like a white supremacist and like who fetishizes black women. Like there are some people who think that some of us are upset about that because of him playing a problematic character. There's nothing wrong with, I think, problematic characters existing because that's just a reflection of our world. I just think his performance as an actor wasn't that great. Obviously, Delroy deserved it. Even Jacob Elordi, who I didn't think he was going to serve before, like I saw the Frankenstein movie, like he did that thing. So the fact that one of those two didn't win it was crazy. Yeah, and then obviously the one that I have to talk about, sorry, last one. Jessie Buckley. She deserved her win for Hamnet because I think that was the only performance where I like literally cried, like watching them perform. She ate and she swept, I think, for the most part through the award season. Like hands down, she probably had one of the best performances of 2025. Yeah.
Okay.
Those are my little short version of the thoughts without going too depth.
So your man's Timothy Chalamet, he wasn't up for nothing last night.
So he was, but he is. I would have taken Timothy out of that category, and I probably would have put. I'm trying. I feel like no. I maybe would have taken Timothy out and put Oscar Isaac from Frankenstein in there, and then Sean Penn. I would. There's like several actors that I could like replace. Like Bobby Cavanaugh, who is Ethan Hawke's acting partner in Blue Moon, because Ethan Hawke was in the leading actor for that role. So Bobby Cavanaugh is the main person is acting with, so he could have got it. Even Andrew Scott, who has a very, very short role in that movie, was better than Sean Penn's performance. Jesse Plemons not getting nominated for Begonia. That was even that he was better than Leonardo DiCaprio in One Battle After Another. Paul Mescal actually in Hamnet is probably better than Leo and Sean Penn. So I just feel like some of these were just ones that I'm like, okay, was this about acting or was this just, Hollywood politics and all of that stuff?
Yeah.
But yeah.
It was about Hollywood politics because that's what the Oscars are. I was happy that with the awards that Sinners won, they were nominated for, I want to say 16 awards.
Yeah.
Yes.
And they won 4, which is fine. I mean, I come from a world where The Color Purple was 14 nominations and got 0 awards, which was just a smack in the face to every black woman of the 80s, probably black men too. So I was happy it got the 4 nominations or the 4 wins. I'm like Brittany. I thought Sean Penn's performance was serviceable. I don't even think that was one of his great performances, man. And I think with if Michael B. Jordan would have lost last night, I would have been upset, but I would have known he would have gotten nominated for something else eventually and eventually would have won. Delroy Lindo is like 70 years old and he's been turning in awesome performances for decades. And this is his first nomination. I thought he should have gotten it. Sean Penn didn't give a fuck about the Oscar so much that he didn't even show up to receive that. He's got 2 other ones, I believe.
Right.
This is his 3rd Oscar. Like what the fuck, man? But I thought from what I saw, Conan O'Brien did a good job, because I'll be honest, after sitting through that AEW press conference, I did record the Oscars. I was trying to watch it at the same time I was watching AEW, but the Oscars just weren't interesting enough to me. So I fast forwarded straight to Ryan Coogler winning for best screenplay, and then fast forwarded again until to Michael B. Jordan winning for best actor, and that was all I needed to fucking see. That was the show for me. But yeah, I thought like I do think that if Michael B. Jordan didn't win this award, it would have been more problematic for people than Delroy Lindo not winning it, because Michael B. Jordan, to me, there were a lot of good performances in the actor category this year. Also, a lot of people like that didn't get Dwayne Johnson. I thought of his movies that he's done so far, I thought this was probably the most statue-worthy performance he gave. And he just didn't get nominated. He just didn't get nominated, which sucks. But you know, that's the thing with these awards. But the Oscars is always going to be the most political of the awards. Like, the one thing I will say about the Oscars is, even if I don't like the winner, I can't say Sean Penn is a bum, you know, and shouldn't have gotten an award. He's decent enough where I think a person could make a reasonable argument for him. This wasn't quite, him winning wasn't quite on the level of Marissa Tomei winning for supporting actress in, what was it, 93, 94, something like that. So him, the winners, I didn't have any huge problem with them. Outside of Delroy Lindo, I just thought he should have gotten that award. But again, if Michael B. Jordan was getting that award, he wasn't getting it. I was nervous for Tiana Taylor getting the Oscar because she got the Golden Globe. Usually if the Hollywood Foreign Press gives you an award, it's either hit or miss if the Oscars are going to give you an award. So and she's young enough too. She's like 35. I think she's a good enough actress that if she keeps putting out bangers, maybe even do a Ryan Coogler movie, or somebody that's going to get another performance that, like she did in One Battle After Another, she'll get nominated again, and she'll eventually win. And I feel that, and I don't even think we've seen the last of Michael B. Jordan in the Best Actor category conversation at the Oscars. So, and I like the speech he gave too. I wish he would have. The only thing that I nitpick is I wish he would have named the supporting actors that were came before him too, like Whoopi Goldberg and Cuba Gooding Jr. and all that. But Hattie McDaniel, but he named like the lead actors, which I thought was a good nod, and he named every one of them, and included Halle Berry. And we still need another sister to win for best female actor. You know, that we haven't had that yet after Halle Berry. So good stuff though.
Okay. I ain't even gonna ask you, Ray. I know you ain't seen one of them movies.
I saw
You ain't seen Sinners?
You saw what? Did you finally see Sinners, Ray?
I didn't see Sinners. I saw Weapons.
Okay.
That was one. What? I gotta see Sinners. I hear that it's an experience.
You gotta watch it, Ray,
in the theater. But
you'll be fine watching it at home too. Depending on what kind of TV you got. But I saw it the first time at home, and it was perfectly fine. You know.
I'm gonna see. It's on streaming, right?
Yeah, it's on HBO Max.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'll get to it. But yeah,
Yeah,
I did
Sinners
saw
was the only one of those movies I saw. So I'm in the same boat with you, Ray.
Mhm.
But you
But
need to
It's
watch Sinners
crazy.
before.
Yeah. I watched all of them.
Mhm.
All right,
But
Brittany. So here's the thing, Britt. 'Cause
Yes.
you watched all of them.
Mhm.
Cause I don't give a damn about being spoiled of this movie because I ain't even gonna watch this movie most likely. But this song "Sung
Mhm.
Blue," right?
Yes.
Everybody like, oh man, there's a twist at the end. There's a twist at the end. What was the twist on that movie, Brittany?
Okay, so if you are someone who doesn't know anything about this, it's based off a real life story. If you don't know it, then that's where it's the twist. So Kate Hudson plays, I can't remember the actual name of her character, but basically she is her and Hugh Jackman both work at this bar where their job is to be impersonators, and they end up deciding to work together to form this band that pays tribute to the guy who sings Sweet Caroline,
Neil Diamond.
Neil Diamond. So they decide to do that, and then they make decent money doing these little tours, whatever, because they're basically a cover band. And they move together, and one day she's gardening. She gets hit by a car that basically leaves her without, from the knee down, she now doesn't have like anything there. And so she has to learn how to walk again, blah, blah, blah. They decided to go back out and, make music. And at the end, basically, Hugh Jackman also has his own issues. He has a like a panic attack. He passes out towards the end of the movie, hits his head, gets cut, and he decides to, instead of telling anyone, because they're gonna play this like cool gig where after Neil Diamond they're supposed to meet Neil Diamond finally. And so instead of getting medical help or anything, he puts wig glue on it to conceal it and to stop it from bleeding. He goes on, does the performance. They go to where they're supposed to meet Neil Diamond, and when they're going to go get him out the backseat of the car, Hugh Jackman's character has passed. He died.
Oh shit.
Yeah. So
damn.
So that is the twist of that movie.
Damn, cuz.
I'm sorry for anyone who actually cared. And they're like, no.
So here's the thing, Brittany. Here's how little I knew about this damn movie, right? Because that is a twist, Ray Williams. That's a Shyamalan twist on your ass. But I thought it was like one of these, the movie Timothy Chalamet did, like about Bob Dylan. I thought it was another one of these. We just doing the story of this artist. So I thought it was an actual Neil Diamond story, Britt. I didn't know it was like these impersonators. I'm like, how is there a twist in the Neil Diamond story when you can just Wikipedia Neil Diamond?
It's his life, right?
Yeah, exactly. So that's the whole thing. I didn't expect, like, because I didn't look up about all of them like that. I just kind of thought it was more
that was a real story.
It's based on a true story, yeah. So I more thought it was going to be about, like, because since Kate was nominated, I'm assuming it's all about her dealing with now she can't live out her dreams because of this injury, and then she has to go and watch her husband kind of go on. That's what I really thought was going to be like the whole, which it is kind of about the movie, but the way it ends, you're just like, ew. That was really crazy. I would recommend watching. Right, I know. And it's like, because they're all happy. They did this, like, they had a sold out, like, performance, that they had been an opener at a previous, like, scene in the movie. They were opener at this venue, but now they've sold it out as the headliner. The show went great. They're in the car. They all get out of the car, but he, like, he said, oh, I'll be out in a second, and he never, like, he never got back up. Yeah. It was, it was a good watch. I highly recommend it.
I'm curious. Did the traumatic brain injury kill him, or did the glue kill him? Like,
it could have been both.
Column A, little from column B.
Yeah,
it was probably a little bit of both, because he literally, like, uses wig glue to, like, push it together instead of, like, trying to go and get it, like, stitched up. And I think it was because he didn't want to ruin this. Like, this was gonna be their big night, and
Break, yeah.
yeah. So it is really sad. I would also recommend watching The Secret Agent. If you guys were familiar with Narcos on Netflix, the guy who played Pablo Escobar, he is actually the main actor in this movie, which he was nominated for. He also, like Michael B. Jordan, actually kind of played like two characters in it. That's really good. It's about him trying to he basically kind of pissed off some higher people who have like power. He pissed them off, and he's trying to hide and live like a life as like he's someone else. So that's kind of what that movie's about. That's really good. Hamnet is based on a book, but it is basically a fictionalized story of why William Shakespeare wrote Hamlet. So it's really good. It's actually very freaking sad. That one's like a gut punch, and like, oh my god. Train Dreams is really good with Joel Egerton. It is a man who is a lumberman in the turn of like the 19th century. So it's kind of like you see him go living in a world where, you know, electricity wasn't huge and it becoming a thing, and then trains being more sophisticated, and then now there's like people are traveling on airplanes, and then the invention of like color TV or TV in general. So it's really cool to watch like someone who was born in that like era of that. It's really good. William H. Macy is also in that movie, who he gives a really great performance. F1, I actually really liked it. I didn't think I was gonna like it because one, I hate Brad Pitt. I'm a Brad Pitt hater. So the fact that I like this more than One Battle After Another, because I like most of the actors in One Battle After Another. So the fact that I like F1 more should tell you guys the rankings. And it got best sound, which it well deserved. That movie sounds so good. Especially like, I know people are like, oh, it's just cars going vroom vroom, but it's cool. It sounds great. Marty Supreme, it was really fun, but I don't think anyone needed an individual nomination for that movie in terms of acting. It's about this guy named Marty who schemes his way into trying to win a tournament, a ping pong tournament at that. Sentimental Value, that one's really emotional. It's more of a slower film. It is about a dad who's Swedish, and his family, and he's estranged from his two daughters, and one is an actress, and he is like a famous director, and he's trying to get his daughter to be in this movie he wrote, and then he ends up casting Elle Fanning in the role because she won't take it. And so it's a really good movie about their relationship. And then if you've seen Frankenstein, you should know what Frankenstein is about. Or just if you know the general lore of Frankenstein. But shout out, because Guillermo del Toro is one of the best like filmmakers ever. And yeah. That's kind of a little overall snippet. And then Blue Moon is for those who want to know what the Ethan Hawke movie is about. It is about the guy who wrote the song Blue Moon. And it's kind of about him and realizing that his writing partner previously that is like starting to break away, and other people are living a life that he feels is out of his grasp. And yeah, it's a really good movie if you want to watch some extra little bits and pieces.
How many times in the movie do they play the song?
It's enough where he kind of gets annoyed because he's like his character's like, that's not like the best thing that I've written, you know, like, when you feel like your work, one of your work is not the best, but the world views it as like, that's the best thing this person's ever done. That's how he feels. Like, no, I've written better stuff than this. I can do better. And he's one of those people who like, because I can't remember the name of, it's the guy who ends up writing West Side Story, I think, is his writing partner that's played by Andrew Scott. And he gets like, why are you like writing this? This sounds stupid. And like, this isn't going to be anything. And he's making fun of like, cause I think Oklahoma just came out in that, if you know the musical. So he's kind of like being down on himself, and he's being down on himself. He's trying to like make fun of like these people he worked with and trying to prove that he's like better than everyone. And they make Ethan Hawke look really short with really cool camera tricks and like, you know, him sitting on extremely large furniture just to make him look little, because he's supposed to be like a little tiny man. Yeah, it's just, I don't know. It's really good. Rose Byrne and If I Had Legs, I'd Kick You is about a woman who has very severe like mental health issues, but she is actually a therapist herself. And it's about her spiral. So that's another one that's a good shout out. Begonia is crazy. If you saw Poor Things, it's by the same director and writer who also had Emma Stone in that. And that is, yeah, and Jesse Plemons really did really well. I'm really surprised the Academy snubbed him and didn't give him a nomination. Yeah, it's, if you saw the trailer, that's the one where they kidnap Emma Stone because they think she's an alien. And they keep her in her basement. And Jesse Plemons plays someone who you can very feel like, ooh, sir, you spent too much time on the wrong side of the internet. Like, and he plays that role so well. Like, yeah. I think, yeah, that's definitely my little brother. I think that was his favorite out of the movies.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so Brittany did not like One Battle After Another, Chris.
Yeah.
But there's a man who you could say witnessed One Battle After Another last night in Los Angeles, California, and that is our very own upper mid-card Jay Lacey. Jay Lacey was our eyes and ears on the ground at AEW's Revolution pay-per-view. And Jay, I want you to save some stuff for Ring Theory for later this week, but just overall, man, what were your thoughts on your experience from last night, brother?
Last night was electric, and for those that were watching at home, I hope it translated, because the energy in there was it was something to behold, man. I mean, it didn't seem like there was like a little bit of a dip, and if there was a little bit of a dip, it came right before the main event match. But I mean, out of all 13 matches, I mean, there was a lot of action, a lot of surprises, things I didn't even see coming out of the woodwork. But I will say this: one of my first takeaways is that I finally get Boom and Doom. I've been hating on this tag team, and I was like, you know what? I get it now. I get it. I mean, I'm not a fan, but I mean, in the building when you're watching everything happen, I think something happens when you, first of all, their entrance is like old school 80s, you know, rapping. You know, the rappers are like, that's how they go, right? And I was like, oh, okay. I was rolling my eyes, and then they got in the room and like in the ring, and they were just like, number one, the infantry. Shout out to them. Shout out to Shane Taylor too, man. Right?
Yeah.
So I mean, those brothers and sisters in that whole collective are so underrated.
Yeah.
Just watching them work, dude. Okay, I get it. I get it. AJ Big Boom is just that. He just does power moves. QT Marshall, he don't look like the QT Marshall I remember. This dude done got that Walter / Gunther Ozempic plan. Whatever he got is working. It's working, and he's working.
And the Roman Reigns dental plan too.
Yeah, he got the connects. He got the connects. But that for me, honestly, that one set the tone. And again, they're winning me over, right? Going into the main card, I'm not gonna go match by match, but I'll just say as far as matching energy, the biggest heels of the night to me was FTR come out in Boston Celtics gear.
Yeah, that's always gonna do that in our city, man.
Yeah, anytime you get them colors coming out, I don't care how close you are to St. Patrick's Day, you're always gonna get booed. I mean, I don't live in LA, but I can imagine you're probably not wearing a lot of green on St. Patrick's Day just because it reminds you of Boston Celtics, right? But I mean, I thought that was that, dude. There were so many matches that could have been our early contenders for match of the year. In my opinion, the energy was just off the charts. One highlight. I wish I could have made this happen, but I saw Kayla Braxton, or the formerly known Kayla Braxton. She was like 2 rows from me where I was sitting, and I was like trying not to fanboy out. and not trying to mark out or nothing like that. And I kept it together. I kept it cool, right? And I was like, man, if she walked by me, I'm just going to like, hey, shoot my shot. Hey, you know what? Mind if I get a flick? It didn't happen. It didn't happen. But, I did see some people there that were, good friend of the program, Brother Marcus.
Okay.
Saw him over there. Say hello.
Page forefather.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. He says what's up to everybody. Also, I did get a chance to. I was introduced to Andreas Hale too.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
That's a good brother right there, man. So we were chopping it up. He shared some game with me. So shout out to those two. And again, just the overall theme of it, man. The press conference. I've never been in a media scrum before. I can put down my resume now. It was just a great event. Tony Khan, though, I will tell you this story. All right. So I'm okay. For those that haven't seen me in person or whatever, I'm 6'2", right? So I got a little bit of size to me, right? So I'm the tallest, darkest thing standing in the back of the room, right? And I'm looking for an opportunity to wave down one of the mic runners to go ahead and get a question asked. So right when I get eye contact to get a question asked, they always get the shorter person in front of me. I'm like, golly, is Wayne Brady gonna have to choke a chick? That's what I was thinking. I didn't do it. There was enough violence that night, so I didn't want to, do that. My first time in the room, I don't want to, make that impression. So, bided my time, waited my turn, and then finally, I got the mic. I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna ask Tony Khan a question. The question I wanted to ask was about the expansion of pay-per-views out into the international market. The way Tony Khan looked at me, he looked me dead in my eyes. I think he was like reading my mind, and I felt like I was just verbal vomiting all over the place. I'm like, you know what? Ejectocito, cuz. That's really the question I wanted to ask, because this man is like staring daggers into me in the most friendly, seductive way. And I'm like, I gotta break eye contact, right? So I
Prince of Jamie Foxx.
Exactly. So I'm like, you know what? Let me get out of here. Let me just ask the question. And I knew it was a question that I knew that's the direction of the press conference it was gonna go. So I was like, okay, let me just throw him this layup real quick. And he was very generous and very, appreciative of the question. And I didn't make myself look like an imbecile. So, hey, look, I fit into the room. It's a great experience. Shout out to AEW. Top notch taking care of the media over there. Top notch taking care of all the VIPs and everybody that was coming through and out the area. So it was a great experience. It was a long trip. I got there. It takes about 3 hours to get from my house to over downtown LA. And I didn't get in until about 3 o'clock this morning. So long day. It was a great experience.
Because I was gonna ask you. I text messaged you or in the group chat to see if you had made it home yet. Because I was gonna offer up the spare bedroom here, but I thought you did a good job. Because I attended the very first AEW media scrum at a pay-per-view. I didn't participate in it, but I went to it. And the questions at that first media scrum, they were like more well-grounded questions, like where people were asking about like not the kayfabe bullshit that I saw last night, but like real questions. And and at that first press conference, everybody got a chance to ask questions to every talent that wrestled that night. And I know you noticed that you only got one question in. So how was the getting your questions off? Because I know you touched on it, but like how difficult was it?
If you weren't in their line of sight, then you were not going to get the microphone passed to you.
Oh, okay.
So I know for next time, the way the room was orientated, I know exactly where I need to move and maneuver and get into that line of sight where they're going to be at. So my contact that was emailing me, I met him, so I know exactly. He knows who I am now. I know who he is. So again, you're not going to forget this big bald black dude, bearded black dude that's in the room, right? So
Right.
we made contact on that end. In terms of the questions, it's like you know how you prepare and you're like, okay, I have an idea.
Right. Yeah.
The card's gonna go this way, and I'll ask these kind of questions. And shout out to everybody that contributed and asked, and feeding me questions, right? So I had a script. I was well prepared on the questions. However, the
Mhm.
people that we were preparing for did not appear, right?
Mm-hmm.
So the first one was Gabe Kidd. Gabe Kidd was not going to answer any questions. So I was like, okay, well, there goes that. Tekla was another one. I had a question for her, but the question I was going to ask, someone asked a variation of it, and I didn't really feel like repeating something like
Okay.
that. Like, you know what, I'm not going to get into that. The Mystico Jet Speed one had a question loaded for them regarding Mystico's involvement with CMLL and AEW since he's all elite now. What that was going to look like, and basically, give him a si se puede,
Mhm.
Didn't get a chance to ask that one either. But again, and shout out to Kevin Knight too. I mean, he was out, out and about
Yeah.
after the presser as well. So dapped him up, and it was cool. It was cool. I mean, the whole AEW staff, everybody I interacted with was top notch. You can tell, they're really passionate about the product that they put out. They're very proud of the product they put out, and yeah, I overall it was a great experience.
So
Yeah.
here's the thing, Jay Lacey. Let me tell you something, Jay. I done watched about 11 of these AEW pay-per-views, man.
Mhm.
Only 5 times, Chris, have I stuck around for the post show.
Right. Yeah.
Last night was one of those 5 times.
Mhm.
I sat through everybody, man.
Mhm.
Like, where Jay at? Where they
Right.
gonna get to Jay? Where Jay at?
Yeah. Same
So,
here, man.
at the very end of the press conference, Brittany Monet, I was
Mm-hmm.
sitting there watching, man. All of a sudden, I hear his voice. Jay Lacey, representing Nefarious Media. I said, oh,
Hey,
that's my guy right there.
Yeah.
And then, and then, like, I was like, okay, Jay got a good question there. But now that you said what happened, I was like, oh yeah, I see. Because Tony got this big smile. Because so for those that don't know, the press conference, they don't show the press. They only have the camera focused on the stage. So when you're asking him the question, Jay, he gets this big, like, cat-like grin on his face.
Yes.
It's like, oh, that's leading me exactly to where I wanted to talk about. I was like,
Right,
okay,
yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
But no,
Yeah.
you represented yourself well, man. I'm glad you was
Right.
able to be in the room where it happens to steal a praise from Brittany's favorite production. But and so most importantly though, like for everything, man, like they know who you are, and because they know who you are, they know who we are. And then this is not going to be the last time, Jay Lacey. I'm telling you, this ain't going to be the last time you're going to be in that room, brother. And so yeah, I just on behalf of everybody here, man, we appreciate you and the hard work that you put in, and I'm glad you got to have that experience yesterday, brother.
I
Right.
appreciate number one, just all the connection, everybody, the support, Chris getting the ball rolling, everybody, just giving me that encouragement to go ahead and do it, and get the questions asked. And that was the one thing I was going to go ahead and make sure if I got my shot, Nefarious was going to be put on the map.
Right. Yeah.
That was the main thing, and that
Mm.
was my main mission and objective, was to go ahead and get in the building. My name,
I ain't gonna lie, Chris. I ain't gonna lie, because I half expected him to say Jay Lacey post wrestling, because that was
Yeah.
like he was there on behalf of us and Post. And
Yeah.
Post
Yeah.
obviously in that room has a bigger name, and so I was
Right.
like,
Yeah.
and like if he did say Post, it would like I wouldn't have took it any kind of way. But the fact that in that moment Jay rep Nefarious, I was very I was like, you know
Yeah.
what?
Well,
That's what's up, brother.
I had told not Adam, it was Matt before Jay got there. I said that we're representing Nefarious Media Network, Post Wrestling, and the Nubia Wrestling Advocates. I put all 3 of those in the byline I gave that guy, and he was cool. And because of my connection to Brandon Thurston, he was like, "Oh, okay, cool." So Jay did everything right.
And he had the
Like,
gear on, Chris. He had the Nefarious fit on last night.
right, yeah, he
right,
had
right.
the gear on. I appreciate, because, like, again, I think when you go to these media events, the first media event, I thought the questions were just a lot more grounded in like the business side of professional wrestling.
Mhm.
And the reason why I stopped applying to go to these things is because of the questions I heard last night from these fools, man. Because they weren't, a lot of these cats weren't even asking questions. Like they were
Mhm.
there fawning over TK. A couple of them needed some knee pads the way they blew this guy.
Mm.
I
Just
know what
with
you're talking about.
like that's like, and I with before I started working with Post, I had this issue with another network that I was at where we would get into these press events and everybody, and you're not acting like media, you're acting like a fanboy
Mhm.
who's there to say whatever. And I thought what you did was fine. You gave the icebreaker, said great event. I wouldn't have did that, but I'm just a jerk like that.
It's like that shit was
That's
like
not that's
TK.
not
It was like.
that's not a good or bad thing. It's just a thing. But I think you went up there, you gave your icebreaker, and then you asked a real question. You weren't asking like this one guy. Hopefully they're not listening, but this one guy was asking like, what do you think about like getting a rematch or some shit? I'm like, this stuff is scripted, my dude. Why are you like you guys were here at this thing since 3:30? I know Jay got there at about 3 in the afternoon. So it was a long day, you know, and you didn't get out of there until about 11 p.m. and you're there that long, and just for some of the just dumb questions that I saw getting asked, um, it was just mind-boggling because it's like, and I think the thing with these promoters and stuff like that is if you give them that energy, that's what they're gonna expect out of you. You know, they're not good. They're gonna expect softball questions out of everybody,
Mhm.
and they're just gonna expect you not to ask real questions. And the minute someone asks a real question, God forbid, they'll say, oh, this person can't come back to the media event. Like, look at WWE right now.
Mhm.
They're
Mhm.
not doing press conferences the way they used to, because they couldn't handle the real questions, you know. um and I think TK is kind of grooming the media into doing this shit, you know, if it makes sense, you know. I think he's
I,
kind of like leading these questions into the direction of, because he's answering them all like he's not going to do this shit to Dave Meltzer or Wade Keller or Brian Alvarez or any serious, or he wouldn't do this to Andreas or Marcus, or, you know what I'm saying. He's doing it to these guys, and I just don't like the precedent that sets. But that's a me thing. But as far as you went in there and you weren't asking any fanboy shit. I wasn't worried about you or Gerard if he would have made it. I wasn't worried about that from you guys. But yeah, man, that was just, man, I could see why TK held that thing for like longer than he was planning on doing it, because everybody was kissing that motherfucker's ass.
I was about to say too. He gave everybody opportunity to
Hmm.
ask anything that they wanted to ask. You know, I think
Hmm.
there's only one question that he was just like no comment, or he just skipped over it and just let it
Hmm.
roll. You know, but to his credit, he did take the time to make sure everyone
Hmm.
asked what they wanted to ask. And yeah, again, shout out to the talent that would have made themselves available. And
Hmm.
again, it's like one of those things where I didn't have a question for Roderick Strong or Orange Cassidy.
Mhm.
Like what would I ask? I wasn't even thinking about I thought honestly, I thought they were going to lose. I really did. So I didn't have anything really prepared to ask other than, oh, dang, so y'all won.
That really happened, though.
Yeah. Oh, the thing you just say. What's the next thing you want to accomplish in the AEW? Always go with that. That's the easiest. They'll give you a kayfabe answer probably,
Right.
but if you ask the question in that way, they might give you an actual answer. It's like, oh, I'm trying to, hopefully be in the main event scene next year or whatever, something like that.
Well, yeah. This man, speaking of being in the main event scene next year, this man Jay Lacey pushing to get to that main event scene. But yeah, we are all very proud of you, Jay, and we know this is just the beginning, man. This is just the beginning, and that's crazy. Ain't even been in business for a year, and we got a seat at the table. So salute to upper mid card Jay Lacey, and salute to AEW for the opportunity. But here's the thing, Chris.
Wait a minute. Before you leave the topic of wrestling, I do have something to say for you guys. It's not from me. Hold on. One of my coworkers who she actually watches wrestling, and I was not aware that she actually paid attention to the podcast or anything like that, because I'm not always on the network. So I didn't think she paid attention. She came up to me the other day and she was like, can you tell the people on your podcast network, whoever does all of the wrestling stuff, that I love all of their shows, and when I can, I try to listen and watch. And so she loves you guys. She thinks you guys are doing great. So I just wanted to pass that along. So she's a mom, so she's not always probably commenting on stuff or whatever, but she listens to you guys. She enjoys it. So just wanted you guys to know that she said it. I want to say it on air, so it's like official. It's out there that it's been said. But yeah, she was like, I was like, which one were you listening to? She was like, I don't know, but they're great. They're funny. They know their stuff. She's like, I love them. So yeah, that's how you guys should know.
Is it okay if you share her name? We can shout her out.
Her name is Christina.
Shout out Christina.
Shout out to Christina and Jitters.
Thank you for listening. Appreciate you.
I hope you enjoying what we bringing to the table. We appreciate you listening. But here's the thing about Tony Khan. I think, Chris, you and I, it's very easy for us to say what we would have said or would not have said. But we wasn't there with Tony Khan looking in your eyes, man. As Jay said, getting hypnotized like my man off of the Jungle Book when he was looking at Mowgli the snake. That's how Tony Khan was looking at them folks, man.
Right, yeah.
But I know a lot of things about Tony Khan, Chris. The man is very wealthy. Comes from a wealthy family. He runs AEW, does a lot of work with the Jaguars. But one thing Tony Khan is not, at least to my knowledge, Tony Khan is not Irish. There's no Irish blood in his background, okay? But tomorrow is a day where we celebrate the laddies and lassies of Ireland. Ray Williams will raise many Shamrock Oreo flurries that nobody else wants to drink in honor of the Irish. But I feel like it's a good time to go around the room, and we got a top 3 list of our favorite Irish people ever. And the way that we'll do it is we'll do everybody's 3, everybody's 2, and then everybody's 1. Okay? So our 3 favorite Irish people of all time. And let's start with Chris.
3 favorite Irish people of
who's your
all
number
time.
3 for your list?
Maybe Becky Lynch, maybe.
Okay.
She'd probably be my 3rd favorite. And then my 2nd.
Hold on, Chris. Hold on. We just gonna go 3. Everybody's 3. Everybody's 2. Everybody's 1. So you're gonna go with the man Becky Lynch as your number 3.
Yeah.
Okay. That's a hell of a start. Jay, who is your number 3?
Man, it's kind of a tongue-in-cheek, but I'm gonna say he's probably not even Irish, but he coached for the Fighting Irish. I'm gonna say Coach Lou Holtz.
Hey, R.I.P.
Yeah, that dude was pretty solid, man. R.I.P. to him.
Yo, Lou Holtz. All right, so crazy thing about Lou Holtz. Lou Holtz used to coach the Notre Dame Fighting Irish, Brittany, a college football team, and he talked with like a lift. He talked like with a lift, and he'd just be yelling at the player, "Rocket, get out there and catch the ball." Just talk with a lisp. But the last thing I remember seeing Lou Holtz on is on Sunday mornings on ESPN. I don't know if you've seen this commercial, fellas. Lou Holtz doing commercials for the Catholic Church.
Never saw it.
Yo, okay. So Chris, like Lou Holtz is in some church, and he's like walking down the aisle. Like, hey everybody, I'm Coach Lou Holtz. Used to be coach for the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. But there's a bigger team I play for now, and that's God's team. And I know some of us have thrown away the playbook. Some of us have too many penalties, but you're never too wrong to get right with God. So come on, sit on the Lord's bench. I'll save a seat for you at service this morning. I was like, okay, Lou. Like I ain't coming to your church, Lou Holtz, but I appreciate the effort.
That's a heck of an invite, man.
Like they only played it. Here's the thing, though. I don't know why. Like they only played it Sunday morning, which feels kind of productive. Because if I'm up at 9 o'clock in the morning watching this, I've already decided whether I'm going to church or not. Lou Holtz, y'all should have played it Saturday night when I was out at the bar. Like, come on, I'll save a seat for you Sunday morning. Like, you know what? I need to get right. I'm gonna go to church at least tomorrow. So Lou Holtz. So we got Becky Lynch, we got Lou Holtz. Brittany, who is your third favorite Irish person?
I feel like mine is now super weak, at least my number 3. I'm gonna say Niall Horn from One Direction because he is a really fun coach on The Voice.
Oh, wait a minute. He's not the one that passed away.
No, he's not. That was Liam.
Okay. I was like, damn, it's pretty hard for him to be a coach. That's a bigger Twisted Song Sung Blue. He coaching from the afterlife. Like that. Ray, who's your third favorite Irish person?
All right. Well, I'm gonna go with a brother who, when I hear his voice and I hear his band, it's always a beautiful day. I'm going Bono from U2 as my number 3.
Nice. U2. Like I don't love U2. I'll put it like that, Ray.
Yeah.
But I really like U2. Like whenever they come across like my Spotify, there'd be some random ass U2 song. Like, they all right, man. Bono and them all right with me.
Yeah, what turned me off against them was a whole Apple debacle when everybody
I remember that
on their phone or whatever.
Yes.
That really like got me right there. It's like, you know what? I don't ever want to support, but they're not bad. But they turned heel on me super bad.
Yeah, I go front, Ray. That Stuck on a Moment music video that always get me, man.
Yeah.
With the field goal kicker.
Oh yeah.
You got to get yourself to
You're stuck in the moment. That ain't how Bono sound. I'm Bono, y'all.
Black Bono.
It's sad though, because at the end, this man missed the biggest kick of the game, and then he spent his whole life, allegedly, according to this music video, Ray, just trying to make this kick, and then finally he made the kick, but he like 75 years old. It's like, damn, you did it, but what did it cost you, Thanos? Everything. For me, my third favorite Irish person of all time, I'm going to go with Bono's a good one. I almost put Bono on my list, or U2 as a collective, I guess. But I am going to go with somebody like Chris said, man. This person is from the world of pro wrestling. Okay. This person may or may not have had an illegitimate son. We don't know a lot of things about this man, but one thing we knew about him, Jay, his name was Fit Finlay. And he hit a fight. This man, Fit Finlay, he's a pro wrestler, Britt. Looked like your white best friend's old uncle. Like He looked like that when he was young. He looked like that when he was old. He one of those people that looked old even when he was young. So when he got old, he still looked pretty decent. But Fit Finley was just this tough ass Irish dude who literally just fought. He fought people in WCW. He fought people in WWF. He just fought people everywhere he go. And now his son is out here fighting too. So Fit Finley is my third favorite Irish person of all time. Chris, who is number 2 on your list of Irish all-stars?
Okay. Is Billy Idol Irish?
Oh.
I know he's either British or Irish.
Billy.
Okay.
Raise efforting.
Okay.
Yep.
So until we get that figured out, I will say my is gonna be Colin Farrell.
Oh, okay. Nice.
That's a good pick. That is
a good pick, Chris.
He is half Irish, yes.
So he's half Irish, and what's the other half?
Half English. Mother is Irish, father is English.
I know they used to have some crazy time in the boom boom room because Irish people and English people historically don't get along well, right?
Right, yeah. Like
Finley and there was one battle after another, right?
Yeah, because do you remember back in the day when Fit Finley debuted? He had that red mullet, just came out of nowhere, attacking William Regal. Regal didn't do anything to the guy, but he said, "Your people fucked over my people, so I owe you an ass whipping."
That's Fit Finley, Brittany.
Okay.
And in that picture, he could either be 25 or 55. We don't know.
And his theme music, I mean, the first thing that said, "My name is Finley, and I like to fight." And he walked down the ring, and that's what he started doing, putting hands on people.
Putting hands.
Yeah, that music was very ominous. The WWE version of his music is very ominous, man.
He used to beat people up with a shillelagh, Brittany, a shillelagh. Jay Lacey, who is your second favorite Irish person of all time, brother?
For me, I'm gonna have to go with Liam Neeson.
Ooh.
Oh.
Even after what he said, Jay?
Bro,
that's my favorite episode of Atlanta.
I'm not big into pop culture. I don't know what he said. It depending on what he said. Let me know what he said, and I'll let you know if he's still my pick.
But did you see that episode of Atlanta with him on it?
Yeah.
No, I see it.
You got to see that, man. It was great. I loved it.
I'm known for starting episodes and starting series and just stopping for whatever reason because I get distracted and just pick up.
You can just watch that episode and be fine.
Okay.
It's not connected to anything else.
I did see the Cat Williams episode, but
the Cat Williams episode.
I think everybody saw that.
Yeah.
But let's just say, Jay, Liam Neeson talked about a time in his youth and he wanted to hunt N-word, shall we say?
Oh.
Yeah. Well, he didn't say the N-word though. It was a racist thing he said. He said that somebody harmed like his sister or some shit like that.
Right.
And it was a black person, so he went out looking for every black person because he was angry like that. And then he got some backlash for it. And then it was a thing for about a year. And then a year later, he was on an episode of Atlanta. Yeah. And they were at this club. It was called the Cancel Club. And it was the funniest thing I ever saw, man. You have to watch it. I can't even, if I explain it, I wouldn't do it justice, but it was just like it threw back to that event. And it was just like the way he reacted was I cracked up for a good 35 minutes after watching that episode. It was funny.
Okay. Like he cool now, but like it was a good year when we ain't fuck with him.
Okay. So knowing that history, he's on there with an asterisk.
Right,
All
right,
right. I'll keep them on the list with an asterisk. Like, you on probation. We looking
He
at
on
it.
probation. Okay.
Yeah, we looking at it.
You got a particular set of skills that he uses to hunt N words.
right.
Ray Williams.
I did not know that information though. That's crazy.
Yes, it was wild when he like. I understood the sentiment, but it's just like I don't know, Liam. No.
Yeah,
Ray Williams, who was your favorite non-racist Irish person? Second favorite non-racist Irish person?
All right. Well, I don't think he's a racist in real life, but sometimes he plays one on TV. But he's still hilarious. I'm gonna go with Dennis Leary.
Yeah.
SNL.
He's
alumni.
Irish, yeah.
Yes.
That's good. That's good.
Dennis Leary.
That's like a very particular. Speaking of particular set of skills, that's like a very particular brand of Irish. Like
Yeah.
Boston Irish is like
Yeah.
that's a whole nother level of Irish.
Indeed.
Yeah.
And my number one, I'm kind of debating whether to still go in that Boston Irish route or whether to go in a different route.
That's what you call a tease in the business, ladies and gentlemen. Brittany Monet, who is your second favorite Irish person of all time?
Now I feel like I need to change mine around because someone said my number one. So I'm going to now switch it up a little bit. So my number two is now going to be Jack O'Connelly, who plays Brimnick in Sinners. He was also on a show that I liked to watch back in the day called Skins. So I'm gonna. He's my number two now.
The UK Skins or the Americans?
UK, obviously.
Oh yeah.
I never watched the American one.
I watched it because I heard good things about the UK one, but the American one, ooh.
UK show was great, as well as UK's version of what was the show called Being Human. I think that's what it's called. That show was good.
Okay. My second favorite Irish person of all time, and this gets a little personal, y'all. So bear with it, brother. This is somebody from my actual life that I actually know, or knew, should I say? This was a time, and you ain't got to put me in the ISO mode, Ray. I appreciate it though. But this was like back when my dad was active duty in the military, so he'd be off on deployment a lot. And so there'd be 6, 9, 12 months of the year where he's not around. And just mom raising me and my sister. And there would be this Irish man in the neighborhood. And he would help us out. He would help us get ready for school. He would help us, start the day off right. And the lessons and what he meant to me, Brittany, I never forget him. And then he gave us gifts along the way too, Jay. For instance, he brought us pink hearts, blue diamonds, yellow moons, red balloons, and purple horseshoes. Salute to that man Lucky from the Lucky Charms cereal. Because every morning, Ray, that brother gave me all the vitamins and minerals and nutrients I needed for a full day at school.
Did it though?
That was like a bowl full of sugar, man.
It was a bowl of sugar to get me through 6 hours of school, cuz.
Yeah.
I had
Shout
that.
out to Lucky Charms. If I try to eat a bowl of Lucky Charms now, I go in the sugar shop.
Yeah, exactly.
Magically delicious.
magically filled with diabetes. Yeah, shout out to Lucky. Lucky Charms was like when I was a kid. That was one of my favorite cereals. And what I would do, because I'm a cereal weirdo, much like Kendrick Lamar when he separates his cereal, I would eat most of the cereal first, Ray. So that way the ratio from cereal to marshmallows was like 60 marshmallow, 40 cereal, and then I would finish the bowl.
Right, yeah. And the balloons they didn't add until later too. The red balloons.
I think the balloons and the horseshoes came later.
Yeah.
Because I remember they would go through the whole list and then Lucky be like, purple horseshoes. Like, ooh, they got horseshoes now, cuz. But yeah, salute to that man Lucky from Lucky Charms. They was always after his Lucky Charms.
Yeah, and I was just thinking. I was like, should I be thinking of a fictional character? Because there is a fictional character I have in mind, but I was like,
Okay.
I'm gonna stick with I'm gonna stick with actual people for now. But
Okay.
I definitely got a historic, or definitely got a fictional person for my honorable mention.
Honorable mention. Okay. Now is the moment of truth. Chris, if you got any honorable mentions, throw them out. But also, who is your number one Irish person of all time, brother?
All right, so I might have to move Colin Farrell off the list. Still
Oh,
like
He's
him.
he's
Still
freed
like
up
him.
now, Brittany.
So I still like Colin Farrell, but so Billy Idol will be number two for me because I love
Okay.
White Wedding. That's one of my favorite
Yeah.
songs. Um,
Hey, this
but
is the shotgun.
my favorite Irish person is someone I had a crush on
Okay.
for the all of the 2000s. Tried to shoot my shot. It was never gonna happen, but I tried. She ended up marrying a LAPD officer though, so I
Ooh,
respect it.
okay.
And that is Samantha Mumba. Um,
Okay.
Okay.
I
the
forgot she's Irish.
don't want to love you if you don't love me.
All
oh.
right.
Yeah, so that's it.
Okay. So I'm blanking on Samantha Mumba.
She
Mhm.
was a singer. She was in the movie. What was it called? The Time Machine with what's that?
Oh yeah,
No,
Time
or
Machine. Yeah, Ray
with
Fiennes was
what's
in
his
it.
name?
Was it Ray Fiennes?
No, the
Guy
one
was it
who
Guy?
played the. Is it Guy Pierce? Is that his name? Is
Yeah.
that the one who played the fake
Amazon. Who is
Mandarin?
Yeah,
in the
Guy Pearce was
remake
the
of the
fake
Time Machine?
Mandarin.
Okay, then him. Yeah.
Ray, could you bring up a picture of Samantha Mumba, please?
I'm in the process.
Yeah. Is Alexa, stop. Amazon, stop. Sorry about that. So yeah,
Is
so
Alexa Irish?
I think it was Guy Pearce's.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay. Yeah, yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
yeah. But
She sang um
One
don't
day in
want to
your
love
life.
you if you don't love me. Don't want to.
Hmm.
It came out. It was one of those poppy songs.
Okay.
And
Yes,
she
I
sang
have
"Baby
that
Come."
album.
Yeah, and then "Baby Come Over Tonight." Baby, come over
Yes.
tonight. We can make
Chris was
it
like, yes,
all
I
right.
will.
Yeah.
Yeah, I forgot she was Irish. I
Mm,
loved that
mhm,
album
Mm,
so much. Yes.
mhm.
okay. So Chris had Becky Lynch, the man Becky Lynch. He had Billy Idol, and then he had Samantha Mumba for his top three Irish folks of all time. Jay Lacey, who is your number one Irish person of all time, brother?
Oh man, there's so many good people that have already been named that I was scratching off on my list, but I'm glad no one has said this person right here. Rory McIlroy, golfer.
Ooh, okay,
Oh
okay,
yeah,
Ah,
yeah.
good
okay.
pick.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Good
I was
pick. Good
like,
pick.
yeah, please no one say this name because I'm out after this one.
Mhm.
Okay, yeah. Rory had a nice rivalry with Tiger for so many years, man.
Mhm.
Shout out to Rory McLemore. Rory McIlroy. That's Ray's favorite golfer, Rory McLemore. Can't hold him down. Ray Williams. Who is your favorite Irish person of all time, brother?
All right. Well, like I said, I've been debating well, actually, it was two people, and
Okay.
then n- uh, a dark horse, if you will, crept up.
Mm,
And I'm trying to look up. Here we go. Yep. Now it's locked in now. All right.
okay.
So I was thinking, and I'll go ahead and knock out the people who I was thinking about. I was thinking of a brother who's known for being around with his funky bunch. Uh,
Mm,
I was gonna have that brother at the top, but then I was like, I don't know, man, because I know we got a lady here on the show, so I gotta give some representation to the ladies out there, especially first of all, Happy International Women's Day. And,
First off.
Like
and Women's History Month. All right. So I gotta give a shout out to the lady. So then I was
Okay.
thinking, there's one woman who's known for just putting the country of Ireland on her back with her music as well. But
Good
then I
call.
started thinking, you know what? Why give a shout out to just one woman when there's a
Mhm.
band that has multiple women and they're known for hits such as Dream,
Mm.
Linger, Did You Have to Let It Linger? And
Oh, the
the giant
cranberries.
hit, Zombie, Zombie. I'm talking about the
Mm.
Cranberries, y'all. The
Good pull.
Cranberries is
Uh-huh.
my number one group of Irish folks. I'm
Okay.
cheating.
Yeah.
Shout out to the Cranberries. Yeah,
No,
they had some
my
hits,
favorite
man.
is the lead singer, Jane. R.I.P. to her.
R.I.P. Yes, yes.
Mm.
Yeah, Cranberries. That was a time. Cranberries. You had
Mhm.
Garbage. I think Shirley's Irish too. The lead singer of Garbage.
Oh,
Mhm.
Garbage had a little moment. I'm only happy when it rains.
yeah.
Trying to think who else was like of that ilk.
The
The
Proclaimers.
Doors.
No, I'm joking.
The Proclaimers.
they
Yeah.
they weren't of that ilk, but
No.
The
No.
Coors were pretty good. I was getting them
Yeah.
mixed up,
Yeah.
but I was like, nah, the Cranberries got to be the one I'm thinking of.
Yeah. Okay. Excellent list, Ray Williams.
Thank
Brittany
you.
Monet. Go ahead and say Colin Farrell because we know that's where you're going.
Yeah, he was my number one, Colin Farrell. I loved him ever since I saw the Daredevil movie. Like I
Really?
always that movie was life changing for me as a 12/13-year-old.
In a
We had
positive
Yeah.
way?
Colin Farrell.
I,
Positive way.
I,
Oh
I'm, a,
yeah.
I'm a fan of Ben Affleck's Daredevil as well.
Mm.
I like Michael Clark Duncan as Kingpin much better
He
than
was good at I thought he was good. Yeah, he was good at
Vincent D'Onofrio.
D'Onofrio.
Yeah. I thought Vincent D'Onofrio's version of the Kingpin was a fucking crybaby. I like Michael Clark Duncan's better.
Mm.
So I'm with you on that, Brittany.
Chris, when I
Yeah,
was
yeah.
a boy.
Yeah, Colin Farrell. But so my original was gonna be because I wasn't sure if I was going to say Colin Farrell, so that's why I switched it. Because my number two was gonna be Carrie Condon, who actually played his sister in Banshees of Inisherin, which that movie is amazing. So I guess I'll make Carrie my honorable Irish person because she was also in some movies that were nominated this year. So yes, those are my Irish peoples.
Mhm.
Okay. Lots of good names on the list.
Mhm.
You know,
Shout out to Chief O'Brien
yeah. Shout out
from
to
Star
Chico
Trek.
from Star Trek. Shout out to Irish Terry Conklin from The Great White Hype.
Hey,
Yeah.
hey, yeah.
Mhm.
Shout out to all them Wahlbergs,
All the one.
all of them. Donnie, Marky, the other one, all of them.
Ricky.
Shout out to my ex in Canada who was Irish.
Oh, shit.
Let's see who else before I get to my number one. Is Tori Amos Irish?
I think so.
I used to love.
I'm not
Tori Amos
100% sure,
back in the day.
but I think she might be.
She used to sing like sad girl piano music.
Mhm.
Just being a. So here's the thing. It was Saturday Night Live, I think, Ray, back in the day, and it was like Tori Amos wearing like a wedding dress with no shoes, sitting at the piano. What was she singing? I think it was Cornflake Girl. She's a cornflake girl. Just sad white girl music, but she could play the damn piano. Ray, Tori Amos is bad.
Oh,
I think she was Irish.
Yeah, she got Irish on her father's side.
Yes,
I was like, she got like that hair was red in the mug.
Yeah, it says she has Irish and Scottish heritage.
Oh, she European. But speaking of red hair, my number one Irish person of all time, Brittany Monet, somebody that had been through the struggle. somebody that can kind of relate to coming out the mud, Brittany. Somebody that did his thing and climbed up the ranks, Jay. And then when he finally achieved what he always wanted, the system came down upon him. But he didn't stop, Chris. He didn't stop. He found his own lane. And y'all saw this man do his thing last night at the Oscars. My favorite Irish person of all time is that man, Conan O'Brien, cuz.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Conan O'Brien, like, Conan O'Brien, I know, like, here's the thing. You can have disagreements and arguments and debates about who the greatest talk show host of late night is all time. Arsenio, Johnny Carson, David Letterman. Don't you dare say Jay Leno. All these people are in the conversation. But to me, that was I'm taking y'all. But Conan, to me, Conan had like the perfect balance of smart humor, like David Letterman, but he was also somebody that would allow himself to be silly.
Yeah.
Do little stupid dances and have a masturbating bear on his talk show. And had his one of my favorite Conan O'Brien sketches of all time, Chris, was we're gonna look all the way into the year 2000.
Yeah, the year 2000, yeah.
And they was doing that shit up until like 2005. And I'm like, Conan, you crazy for this one. But then what, like I said, what really got me like locked in with Conan was when they did him dirty with the Tonight Show. And his last week of shows was off the chain because he was like, fuck it, I'm gonna do me. And it was just like everybody he wanted on the show, all the bands he wanted on the show. He played guitar on the last song that was ever on the Conan O'Brien Tonight Show. And then he did his own thing. He doing podcasts now. He doing documentaries where he going all over the world. Like he hosting the Oscars, cuz. Like, so yeah, I got a lot of respect for Conan O'Brien, man. And yeah, like he is the blackest white talk show host ever because of how they tried to do him.
Right, yeah. And the crazy thing about that too is that was like the second time NBC fucked that up, you know? Because the first time they fucked it up with David Letterman, they made a book came out about it.
Yeah.
A HBO movie came out about it, starring Kathy Bates. It was
Jay Leno's manager.
Yeah, it was a lot of drama through that, and you would think they would have learned their lesson after that, and then history just repeated itself with the Jay Leno when his 10 o'clock show bombed.
So you know what's crazy? So yeah, I remember that book and the movie, Chris. It was called The Late Shift.
Yeah.
And when we first started the Kings of Sport, we had an Audible sponsorship, Ray. And one of the I had like a free book on Audible, and I was like, I could get a sports book or a novel or something, fantastical. And I saw they had a book called Late Shift 2, and I was like, what is this? And it was a story of how NBC screwed up the whole Jay Leno, Conan O'Brien thing. So I bought the audiobook, I'm listening to it, and it was just crazy. Like, because Dave and Jay, like, they was friends, but they still had like a professional rival. Whereas Conan was just like, hey, I'm just trying to do me, cuz I ain't got no beef with this man. And Jay was like, nah, you're not getting this for me. You can't take my show, Conan. You can't take my show, Conan. And it got to the point where Conan was just like, I'm not like, much like Dave in the first book, which is crazy. He's just like, if it's worth, if I have to fight this much for this show, then it's not the show I want to have. Right. I was like, ooh, like, that's real shit.
Yeah, the NBC execs, they always wanted Jimmy Fallon in that spot. That's why I think they did that to Conan O'Brien. It was just a way to kind of like backdoor say, okay, we'll give you a midnight show instead of the Tonight Show. And Jay Leno and Conan wasn't cool with that because he's like, if you're giving me if it's a midnight show, that means it's not the Tonight Show. It's the Tonight Show. Yep. It's the next day show, So that was a point of contention on that. And then when Jay Leno refused to give up that seat, it was kind of like a plan to kind of force him out. And then when it was like, okay, we're just gonna put Jimmy Kimmel in this seat, move the show back to New York, and call it a
Yep.
fucking day.
Yep. Yeah. Oh, and that was probably one of my favorite skits that he did on Conan's Tonight Show, like the 3 months it ran, was like the very first episode. Like it's Conan waking up in his house, and his wife's like, "Don't forget, you got a big show tonight." And he's like, "All right, I'm ready." And then he gets up, and he's in New York, and he's like walking down to the studio, and it's like, "Oh, Conan, your show's in L.A. now." And so he's like, "Damn it!" And so then you get this montage of Conan taking various forms of travel across the United States, set to Cheap Trick Surrender. And it's just him running from New York to LA. He finally gets to LA, gets to the studio, tries to open the door, but they're locked. And then he's like, "Hey, I'm Conan O'Brien. I'm hosting the show." And they're like, "We don't know you." So then Conan like walks away dejectedly. And then the next thing you see is Conan stealing a bulldozer from somewhere and breaking through the side of the studio. And everybody's like, "Oh shit, Conan's here." And it was just like, oh man. And his TBS show wasn't bad either.
Right.
Yeah, Conan and Andy. I love me some Conan O'Brien and Andy Richter, man.
They had a great relationship. I remember him off the Walker Texas Ranger lever alone.
Like, oh yeah. Where they show the
crack
yeah,
a random out of context clip. When he's bombing. Just pull the lever, like, and the crowd would just go wild once he would keys going over to the lever, and then once he pulled it, everyone was like, and then it'd just be some wacky clip. Sometimes it wouldn't even be a clip of him doing martial arts. It'll be a clip of him just saying something random. Like, "One time I took a Native American's eye out," and then just leave it at that. It's like, wait a minute,
right? Yeah. Shout out to Conan, man. Like, what was the other thing I was gonna say real quick before we switch gears? This brother is accomplished too, man. Like, used to write for The Simpsons. Like, just smart, but again, there's a balance of like highbrow humor, but it's also like some of the dumbest shit.
Yeah.
In terms of Conan's material, and I think that mix is kind of cool, man. I respect Conan, man.
Yeah, that's where Dion Cole got his start there too.
What'd you say, Britt?
I was gonna say he's also in the movie If I Had Legs I'd Kick You, because he plays Rose Byrne's therapist in that movie, and they work in the same building, and so he's in it a little bit. Yeah, he's actually pretty good in the movie, and
that'd be crazy if he got nominated and he was the host and he gave an Oscar to himself. What?
Yeah, he is actually pretty good in that movie. I would say even, maybe he could have got nominated over Sean Penn.
I knew that was coming.
His podcast's not bad either, man. Like, not to promote other people's podcasts, but his podcast's pretty good.
Yeah, Danhausen was on an episode of that.
I was just about to say that a few years ago.
Oh, wow. No, I missed that one. But you're right, Chris, too. Dion Cole, Dion Cole starting on Conan, just like when he would bring. So there's a couple people that Conan would just have on the crew. Like Dion Cole was one of them who just had these random segments. But my favorite one was, I don't know if he was a writer or one of the electricians or whatever, but it was this black dude, like nerdy looking black dude named Pierre Bernard. And Conan would have this segment where he's like, sometimes things in the world get us angry. And when we get angry, we turn to Pierre Bernard and his recliner of rage. And it'd just be this nerdy black dude in a lazy boy recliner. And it's like, "What are you mad about now?" And it's like, "Pierre Bernard, recliner of rage." And he's like, "Conan, I'm really miffed about these new traffic laws. We need to stop it." And then he leaned back in his chair. "Pierre Bernard, recliner of rage." It's just like stupid, but funny. Like Conan was that dude, man.
Yeah. And then when they would have the pictures of the different celebrities.
Yeah, if they had kids together,
Yes. If they made it, that was hilarious. And then they had the segments where he'd do you'd have the picture of the celebrity and he'd do the mouth, like he'd talk to the celebrity.
Right. Yeah, that's the one he's talking about. Yeah.
If they made it. Oh man,
And then,
Yeah.
and then the,
masturbating bear,
And then-
triumph, the insult comic dog, man.
yeah.
that's what, yeah, that's
Yeah.
the big one.
Robert Smigel doing
Yep.
that shit. Yeah. And then yeah. That was a good it was a good
Conan was
show. And
good
then
shit, man.
he used to go hard on Christina Aguilera for
Yes.
like at least 5 years, man. That poor girl, she got it from Conan, man.
That was crazy.
Mhm.
And I think one thing that I remember is that he had a interview with Mr. T, and I think they were in Chicago. They had their
Oh yeah,
show
and
in
he's singing the
Chicago.
Pity the Fool. Yeah.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
but he was
Yeah.
like, you actually got your start from the Blues Brothers, and they showed a clip of, I guess the Blues Brothers were driving off, and they showed a clip of a dude getting hit by the car, and then they paused and they had the arrow, and it was like Mr. T. I was like, oh, Mr. T got run over.
And his
Like,
like
yeah,
when
that
he'd
was-
go to Chicago, when he'd go to LA, like when he would travel to these other towns, like those shows are always like you can feel the energy level.
oh yeah.
Like he had the Chicago crowd. He was like, we need to sing a song that brings everybody in Chicago together.
Mhm.
I don't know, some unrest in Chicago, and they
Yeah.
sang like the Empire Today song as a crowd.
Mhm. Yeah. There and on that Chicago episode too, when that week they were in Chicago, they had I think this was Conan O'Brien, where the insult comic dog, they went to that hot dog stand. I've been there a couple times in Chicago. The one where it's open late at night and everyone's insulting you and calling you names when you go there and shit.
Oh
Uh,
yeah.
and the comic is arguing with those people.
Mm.
Yeah. Yeah, they crack on you hard at that place too, man. I was like,
So no, you can't go there, Ray. The ammo just look at this backsliding vegan coming up here. You want a
They'll
glass of
rock
milk to
y'all
go with
over.
that? You want some milk to go with that glizzy?
mhm.
Ejectocito, cuz. Oh, but you know what? We celebrated a lot of our Irish brothers and sisters right now, and sometimes, one of the things I learned from Conan, Chris, is sometimes when life hands you lemons, you got to reflect before you can make that lemonade. And there's a place by the crib that I like to go to reflect. It's a little pond, Brittany Monet. When I've gone through in life, I've gone through one of life's battles, one battle after another.
Mm.
I sit on this pond and I feed some damn ducks, ladies and gentlemen. Get the music right. This is a segment we like to call Feeding Ducks on the Pond. It's where everybody has a question for the group and we go around, and there it is. It's ducks just swimming on the pond, Jay, just rolling by, quack, quack. So we all come with a question and the group has to answer them. So I'll start, coming off of our conversation about great Irish folks in the history of the world. Tomorrow is St. Patrick's Day. So my question to the group is, what is your favorite St. Patrick's Day memory? And we can start with Ray Williams.
Well, I'm actually very glad you started with me this time, because not only is it St. Patrick's Day tomorrow, but St. Patrick's Day is my birthday.
What?
So, yeah.
Happy birthday, Ray Williams.
Thank you. Yeah, not as much of a twist as Song Sung Blue, but
if you get a cut, don't put no glue on it, cuz.
got you.
It'll be your last birthday.
I'm gonna go to the hospital. I'm sorry, Mr. Diamond. I can't make that show.
I thought it was a damn biography. Like, no, it's not.
So I'm gonna stop that screen. So there were a couple birthdays that I had as a kid, but I don't remember them too much.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know. But one birthday that I do remember was a few years ago. That I was actually I took off of work, but then I was like, you know what? Because I had a small group of kids. So I was like, you know what? Let's set something up so that I could bring some pizza and we could just have like a little pizza party for the kids and stuff. And it wasn't as much for me, but just to build some camaraderie with the kids and with their families and stuff. So I invited families if they wanted to come out as well. So yeah, that's one good memory that I have, is just spending some time with them. And then I'm like, all right, I'm out. I ain't coming back to work. Right. So yeah, that was a good day. So that's one St. Patrick's Day memory that stands out for me.
So every St. Patrick's Day is Ray Williams' birthday. That's got to be crazy, Ray. People having parades in your honor, brother.
Yeah, that's true. I just got to.
Not more.
Bringing up old stuff. I just got to make sure I wear green so nobody pinches me. But it's always funny because my mom, she always gives me like one serious joke and then one gag St. Patrick's Day joke. So one would be like it's like a green hat, but it's in the shape of like a mug at the top, and so it's like a mug handle too. I didn't wear that at all. Then there's another one. It's kind of like a Blarney stone, I guess is what they call it. And it has like some designs on it, and it says something like I wish you nothing but the luck of an Irish or something like that. I like the gag gifts every now and then.
Okay. So yeah, happy early birthday to Ray Williams on these streets.
Appreciate it.
Jay, what is your favorite St. Patrick's Day memory, brother?
You know what? I really don't have a favorite. I mean, just as a kid, just like growing up, just like wearing green. I mean, it really wasn't like celebrated like, you know, like that where I'm from, you know. So it's just like you just wore green and you got pinched or whatever, right? But I mean, in my later years, it's more like, okay, cool. I'm usually the designated driver anyway. You know what I mean? So I mean, just a lot of stories that won't be shared on this platform. But yeah, but you know, in recent years, I'd say more like, I wouldn't even say recent, but like with my kids growing up, just like, you know, watching them enjoy St. Patrick's Day, like, hey, we gotta have something green, we gotta do something, and then like the whole river dance craze that was going on a while back, that was like seeing my youngest son try to figure out the footwork behind that. Yeah, that was a thing, man. So
that's one of my.
That's a dope picture.
That
bro.
young Ray Williams.
Yes.
Oh.
It's probably
That's
one of the few times I saw white people outside my neighborhood.
Hold on, you got a Wheatley vodka shot on, Ray?
No, not with it's not so nice. I drink it Wheatley. No. The name of my elementary school was Wheatley.
And this brother Ray was ahead of his time.
I know, right?
The school was sponsored by Wheatley.
I know. I was.
They had naming rights.
I was Cody before Cody. See.
Oh, now you're right though, Jay. Like I figured that's a miscalculation on my part. If we really wanted the deboisterous St. Patty's Day stories, we should have called up Jennifer Smith.
Right.
Speaking of Jenny, Jenny's tag team partner on the Avengers Initiative, Brittany Monet. Any favorite St. Patty's Day memories?
I feel like it's the same as Jay, where it's not hugely celebrated like that around here, unless you were like of drinking age. And so yeah, the same thing where if you wore green, you didn't get pinched. If you didn't wear green, you got pinched. Like, I don't know. And then maybe like the holiday cookies that like Pillsbury do, where it's like the design in the middle, like those simple sugar cookies, like the ones with the little leprechaun hat. Like those are good. Like that's the only thing I can think of really. I don't know. That's kind of it. We didn't do anything crazy.
Okay.
So.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Professor, any good St. Patty's Day stories, brother? Hanging out with
I don't
Bud
know if I
Bunny.
have any good memories from St. Patrick's Day. You know, I went to college in Massachusetts for my master's degree. That was Paxton, Massachusetts. And I hung out with some of them cats over there. St. Patrick's Day specifically, though, I remember looking for a place to watch the Lakers game.
Okay.
This was probably circa 2005-ish, 6-ish, something like that. So I was still in my 20s. The only place that we found was this bar. It looked pretty cool, you know. And it was the Lakers and Celtics were playing that day. So I thought I was cool being in that place, but it was a place full of the food was good. The food was good. They had these like Irish nachos, which were basically just cheese fries, you know. It was cool. And then all of a sudden, you know, everyone is in there is cheering for the fucking Celtics. And I was like, what the hell did I walk into? And then I find out that it was a Celtics bar. And the thing about LA is we have like places like that, you know, like there's a bar. I want to say it's in Universal City or something like that, where or it's like Nebraska fans go there and it's nothing but Nebraska fans. And there's like, I know there's this one bar and people would go in there and watch UNLV games for, you know, that kind of shit. Okay. So this place just happened to be a Celtics place. And like, they were like, you don't look happy that the Celtics are winning. And I was like, because I'm not a Celtics fan, I'm a Lakers fan. And they were just treating me like shit in there. I was in there with my friend, and we had just left. And this is during the time where I could still run. So we were leaving. So we were like, okay, we'll just leave here. And then as we're out the door, I yell, "Fuck the Celtics!" and dash over to the car I was in and drove off. And you know, I think they were trying to like run after us and stuff. So I remember that. Yeah.
This just in KTLA. We've got a disturbance downtown at a local bar. So I'm glad you brought up Boston, Chris, because I too went to school in Boston, or whereabouts in Boston. You know, I went to school in a town called Franklin, Massachusetts, which is like halfway between Boston and Providence, Rhode Island.
Yeah, I was in Paxton, Massachusetts, so that was 45 minutes away from Boston. Okay. Everyone hung out in Boston. It was just the school was in Paxton.
Same here. Like you just hop on the T and go to Boston.
Yeah.
But this was the one year, Brittany Monet, the only year of my life, the only day of my life where I was Black Irish. So let me give you a little backstory, Jay, because I asked the damn question, brother. So I lived on the international dorm. Not that I was from an international country, but because that school was so far away from Virginia, all the other dorms closed, like during holidays and stuff like that. This one stayed open because they knew the students couldn't just go home whenever they wanted.
Did he freeze?
And so I was in the international dorm, and I had some friends that were in the other dorm. Some of them from the baseball team, some of them just classmates. They're like, hey, want to hang out for St. Patrick's Day? I was like, I don't know, fellas. Y'all a little wild. Now, mind you, all of these friends are white. So that's a very key component to the story. And half of these white friends are of the Irish persuasion. So they official. They was like, no, come on, man, you're gonna be black Irish today. And I was like, I don't know how I like the sound of that. But when in Rome, when in Boston, do as they do. And so, long story short, we took the T to Boston. Basically, we're bar hopping. None of us should have been in these bars because we were all under the legal drinking age, but they didn't care. The money was green, and so was the Guinness. You know what I'm saying, Jay Lacey? And we just went up and down, ripping and roaring. Fortunately, none of us were driving because we were all using the public transportation. So we get back on the train after about an hour and a half, 2 hours of just drinking in Boston. Get back to campus, and I'm like, okay, it's like 11 o'clock. I'm like, okay, I think that's probably the end of the evening, right, fellas? No, that was not the end of the evening. We went back to their dorm, and they got a bootleg copy of Boondock Saints, which had just come out.
Yeah, I've seen that.
And they
Sean Patrick Flannery.
Yes. They watched Boondock Saints. I don't know how long that movie is, Ray, but I know I've seen it from start to finish because they played it 3 times in a row, back to back to back. Soon as the movie ended, hey, you want to watch it again, bro? Let's watch it again. I'm just like, I can't. Like, watch something else, fellas? No, Nate, we're watching Boondock Saints again. Like, oh, that's another one of them bills then. Here we go again. And it just Boondock Saints, a marathon of one movie. And so, long story short, I woke up back at my dorm, right? But not in my dorm room, right? I woke up on the couch in the lobby of our dorm with a blanket over me. I'm like, this ain't my blanket. Why am I on the couch in the lobby? And the crazy thing was, all these international students are just doing their thing, just ignoring me. Like I'm just part of the furniture. Just like my Japanese friend Cole, just like, oh, hi Nate. Just like, what the hell is going on? And so I'm looking around. Finally get back to my room. Like, I just can't be out here all hungover in the public common space, Jay. Go back to my room, and I'm like, I need a shower because I'm just like beer soaked. While I'm changing, there is a note in my pocket, Jay. Like, who left a note in my pocket? So I get the note. It's like, hey, Nate, had fun last night, man. If you ever want to hang out with us, just let us know. And it was like, all the fellas signed it. I'm like, this is oddly sentimental for a night of drinking with these random white boys. So long story short, that was like the most drunk I've ever been in my life. Fortunately, I didn't die like Hugh Jackman in the song Sung Blue. Spoiler alert. But suffice it to say, I never drank with them boys again. That was one and done, Ray. One and done. Like they professional drinkers.
Yeah, you lucky you ain't end up like, you mentioned hangover. You lucky you ain't end up like Doug on the Hangover. You had a blanket on the roof of the dorm.
I'm just like I woke up like one of those old cowboys in a Western movie. Like my hat was on my head, but it was basically just like covering my face, and I had a blanket that I did like a Boston, not a Boston Celtics, a New England Patriots blanket. Like, I don't even like the Patriots. Who put this blanket over me? But yeah, that was a wild night. Shout out to Dean College, home of the Bulldogs, and shout out to Boondock Saints, a movie that I've only watched once, Jay, but I've also watched 100 times. Chris, what's your question for the group, brother?
I don't know, you might have to come back to me because I'm not, don't have it memorized at the moment.
Okay, we can Uno reverse skip you, Chris. Brittany, what is your question for the group?
All right. Would you prefer to see a Sinners universe prequel about the Kachow, I think is how to say it, vampire hunters, or about the twins in World War I?
Ooh. So would you prefer to see a sequel to Sinners, which is a prequel, either about the vampire hunters or about the twins in World War I? Okay, Ray, being that you haven't seen Sinners at all, which one sounds more interesting to you?
I guess I'll go with the Vampire Hunters.
Good answer, Ray. Good answer. It's like, I don't know nothing about these sinners, what they done sinned upon, who they done sinned against.
I just know the trailer looked dope. I was like, oh.
Did Lou Holtz invite him to church? Or what's going on here? Jay Lacey, out of those two options, which would you prefer?
I'm not. Either would be great, but preferably probably the vampire hunting.
Okay.
If they have like the musical act like they did in Sinners, that's what I'm here for. That's what I'm basing it off of. Because like I don't think you can replicate that in a World War I scene, right? But yeah, I'd like to see how the vampires go. Yeah, that seems real. They're both interesting concepts and ideas. But yeah.
I'll go next, Chris. I think, like Jay said, both are good concepts, Britt. I'm kind of leaning towards the World War I, because I think like that would be an interesting story, especially told by Ryan Coogler, particularly with how race is involved in that era. But I also feel like, and this is just me selfishly being a fan of Ryan Coogler, like seeing Ryan Coogler's spin on a war movie. I think that would be just interesting visually. Like what does a war movie look like from the lens of Ryan Coogler? Where it's not being interfered with from a studio where Disney wants you to put these rhinos in because the kids will buy the rhino toys. To me, that was the only thing bad about Black Panther 1, that damn rhino fight. Like, this don't even look like nothing that should be happening right now, Ryan. Like that wasn't my idea, cuz. That was a Feige in him, cuz. But yeah, I think I'd go for the World War I movie just because I want to see what Ryan Coogler would do with an idea like that. What about you, Chris?
But World War I, I'm confused. Yeah, I'm confused. What's that now?
In Sinners, they fought.
Oh, the Sinners. Okay, so yeah, so the
this is all like in the Sinners universe.
Sinners universe. Yeah, that's a good question. Yeah, I would probably maybe go with the Sinners portion, because I've seen so many World War I movies, World War II movies. I've seen so many of those kind of things. I would like to see a Coogler spin on it would be nice, but I'd probably be more intrigued by the Sinners portion, like to see how that started, just seeing that, that I think that is probably gonna be more intriguing to me.
Okay. Brittany, you asked the damn question.
Yeah.
Do you want to see the Vampire Hunters, or do you want to see one battle after another?
The Vampire Hunters. I just thought from the moment everyone's talked about it, when they're introduced in the movie and you see them, and you're like, okay, well, I want to know their background and
same here.
How they got on the same path with Rimnick and everything like that. Like, I think it would be really cool to see them expanded in that way. And the reason why I asked that question is because people have been talking about, they think that Sinners should be made into a Broadway musical. And I'm like, I think I want one of those movies first before Broadway musical.
Yeah, I think if you're going to do something like that with Sinners, that's like a decade down the line, I don't want to see that kind of bastardization like a year after the movie came out.
All right. Let's see. Jay, what is your question for the group?
I swear I had this picked out before I knew it was Ray's birthday.
Oh.
So my question is, when it's your birthday, how do you like to celebrate?
Okay. I feel like it's only fitting we start with you, Ray.
Of course. If you just tuned in, tomorrow my birthday, y'all. St. Patrick's Day is my birthday. What I like to do,
you ain't got no graphics for your birthday, Ray?
Nah, I don't want to make it all about me. I'm a team player, y'all. I should just have like Shamrock Shakes just raining down.
You can have all of them, Ray. All of them.
You don't want nobody stapling a happy birthday card to your chest or nothing?
Nah, no thanks. I mean, just something simple. Going out to dinner with the fam. We'd like to mix it up. I think tomorrow we're gonna do like a I don't know if it's an all-you-can-eat sushi place or if it's one of those sushi plates where it has like the little trays come down and you can pick them off, but you got to pay for each like individual little dish, but it's not too much. So we're going to be trying that out. I went to Brazilian Steakhouse. I went to the salad bar. I did not. Salad bar is it has a lot of options. It has
Sushi
good
is fish,
salmon.
Ray. Fish are alive.
Yes. Not no more. Not when I get. Yeah, salmon is delicious.
Salmon is delicious.
But yeah, that's something simple.
Okay.
And I don't partake in the libations. So just relax, chill, dinner with the fam. That's all.
Okay. This is good to know. Now I got at least 2 designated drivers whenever we had the first nefarious media meetup with Jay and Ray. I'm in good hands.
Hey, Ray got the Lexus, so he driving.
Yeah, Ray do got the company car.
Yeah, I know. You're going to be drunk in the company car?
It's my company, Ray.
It's your own. That's true.
I'm gonna be in the back like Tony Montana. Who put this? Me. That's who put this thing together. Chris gonna be like, I think you need to take Nate home. He said, Chris, how do you celebrate your birthday, man?
These days, I just let people plan my birthday for me. My birthday was last month, February 3rd. And my wife threw thank you, appreciate it. And my wife threw a little celebration for me because I turned 45. So we just went to the Yard House and drank and stuff like that. I don't drink like I used to when I was in college. I only drink on special occasions. Yeah, because I can't even hang anymore, man. Like if I ever like when we start getting sponsors on this show, one of the first people I'd start calling up are those Z-Biotics people. That's what you take before you get drunk.
ZBs.
Yeah, I took that. That was okay. So yeah, but yeah, just like I let people plan. Or like once you turn 45, shit, that shouldn't be something you have to do anymore. If I had kids, they'd be the ones, let them make me some whack ass macaroni pictures with some construction paper or whatnot, something like that. I'd be cool with that.
I'm sure
whack ass gift.
Exactly. I'm sure that's exactly how you'll describe it to your kids. Thank you for the whack.
Oh yeah. What you do is you save that stuff to when they get older and they actually turn into like good artists, right? And you're like, yeah, can you believe you made this shit for me when you were 9 years old, son?
Where you came up from.
Yeah.
Or if they fail, God forbid, if they fail, you can be like, yeah, I knew it wasn't gonna work out for you, cuz.
If they felt like that and succeed at something else, though,
they're a successful doctor, but they were never gonna be an artist.
Yeah. You'd have to make fun of them for the whack ass art, whatever they didn't do good that they turned into something better. You have to bust their chops for what they used to want to be, you know. Like my family does that to me, you know.
Oh, I think that's most people's family. I mean, you gotta have to be in this house.
You thought you was gonna be in the league.
Yeah.
I told you to start drawing and not stop playing outside, bro.
Right, yeah.
Brittany Monet, what you been doing for your birthday, Brittany?
It kind of depends every year. It's a little different. Me and my mom's birthdays are near each other. Mine is May 25th. Hers is May 23rd.
Okay.
So yeah, it just depends. I have done like a few Disneyland birthdays.
Okay.
I've had like gone to a concert a couple days after my birthday in 2024. The day after my birthday, we flew to Greece. So, yeah, this year my birthday falls on Memorial Day. So we'll see what happens.
Okay. A day to remember.
That's a great band, by the way.
A day to remember.
Yes, they have a song called "The Downfall of Us All." Great song.
Okay. For me, yeah, like we all just took this slid past that comment. For me, yeah, much like Jay and Chris have said, like the older you get, it's just kind of like it's a day, man. Especially if you got to work on your birthday. But for me, like that's when I take my PTO in August. Is the week of my birthday. That way, at least I can have a stress-free birthday. But yeah, back in the day, obviously, Chris, used to hit the club, whatever. But now it's more just relaxing. Having a meal with the family, especially if my nieces are in town. I go meet up with them and my parents, and we usually go to we got a hibachi spot that does sushi as well, and we frequent that. And then with my friends, we may go out like the Applebee's or something, get the little happy hour special, and then go see a movie, particularly if it's like a Marvel movie falling around that date. We'll go check that out. But also, again, man, I'm just glad I have Jay and Ray, because like Chris, I only drink on special occasions as well. And like Babyface said, Jay, I only drink a beer on 2 occasions. That's day and night. Not actually. I just did it for the joke. I don't day drink, except for that birthday week. I do be day drinking on my birthday week because sometimes, actually no, I take that back. My birthday week, and then if I'm off, like the first weekend of March Madness, there is something about going to a bar and just hanging out at noon, watching all these random ass colleges and just having a beer and a birthday.
Right, yeah.
Good day. Good day. But Jay Lacey, you asked the damn question. How do you celebrate your birthday, brother?
Oh, man, this year I pretty much celebrated at Disneyland. I mean, my birthday was in January, and wifey loves to go to Disney. I'm like, hey, you know what? Let's just go to Disney for the birthday. You know what I mean? So she's really heavy on Instagram, TikTok, and finding these niche places to eat at Disney. So she'll make a reservation, and I'm like, okay, cool, let's go. So that's what we do. So we went over there, just enjoyed. So basically, I like to splurge for my birthday because, I mean, I need to celebrate me. I celebrate a lot of other people.
Talk to them.
And so I need to celebrate me. So that's my new thing. You know what I mean? So, yeah, I treat myself.
Treat yourself.
Yeah. Do you get you some Dole Whip when you go to Disneyland and all that thing?
Treat yourself 2011. Chris.
We already. So my question.
No. I'm saying, hopefully you've had time to think, brother. What is your question for the group?
My question for the group would probably be, let me see. I don't know if I've asked this question before.
Okay.
What is your favorite non-holiday event every year?
Okay.
Your favorite non-holiday event every year. Okay.
And in holidays, I include the bogus corporate holidays like Valentine's Day and Halloween. So those don't count, or St. Patrick. None of those count. So
okay. Let's start this round off with Jay. What is your favorite non-holiday occurrence that happens every year?
Okay, every year. Oh man, I already disqualified myself because this happens every 4 years or something like that, or every 2 years or something like that. I'm just gonna put it out there. I love the women's FIFA World Cup. Anytime like the women's FIFA World Cup come on, I can like sit down and watch it. That's just my thing. I like it. All the athletes are competitive. The men's one's like, okay, cool, whatever, but there's a look. The women are more fierce, right? And it seems like when they, whoever's covering it, whether it's ESPN or whoever, whatever media outlets, does like these different sports pieces, and they do these different identifying pieces on these individual players. They tell a compelling story. So I'm like, okay, I gotta watch this person, watch out for this team, this country, or whatever. So I like that. That's my favorite. If we're gonna go annually, I'd have to say March Madness in both men's and women's college basketball.
Okay.
I love it. I mean, I don't really follow college basketball until we turn the calendar over to the new year. So like, okay, now I gotta study up on who I'm a follow and put my bracket around. So those are my two. But my absolute favorite is every other year or every 4 years or whatever. So
okay. I'll go next because Jay brought up football. I'm gonna bring up some football because last night was Brittany Monet's Super Bowl. Okay, Ray. But you know what my Super Bowl is, Ray?
What's that?
The Super Bowl, cuz. Super Bowl Sunday is one of my favorite days of every year. Don't even matter who playing in the game, but just getting up. Even if I have to work, I got the TV at the job on 10 o'clock in the morning, watching all the pre-game stuff. Pre-game ain't even started, but it's just taking you through wherever Super Bowl may be that year. Like when it was in New Orleans, like you just got random ass sportscasters walking down Bourbon Street, like. Soon it's going to be a game. But right now, let's check out the pulse of the city. And you got some random dude just tap dancing, but he ain't got no tap shoes on, Chris. He got bottle caps stapled to his Sunday church dress shoes. Right. And he tap dancing in the streets of New Orleans. And they talking about this, getting you ready for the Super Bowl. Then we get to the game, okay? We get to the game, Ray. And then the game kicks off, and you got all the excitement. You got the flyover. You got whoever singing the national anthem. You got the coin toss. You got the first commercial break, man. The first commercial break of the Super Bowl when they show you all these commercials that they spent all this money on that they could have been spending to help poor people and improve our educational system and fight disease and get people into housing. They spend it on M&M's. M&M's, Ray. Melts in your mouth, not in your hand. Then we get the halftime show, cuz whether it's Kendrick or Baboni or whoever, like that one time it was like Katy Perry was at the Super Bowl halftime with a shark, Chris, dancing with a shark at the Super Bowl, man. Beyonce did the Super Bowl. Prince did the greatest Super Bowl halftime of all time, Chris.
Right, yeah.
Then after the game, whoever win or lose, right? It's always one thing that's gonna happen at the end of every game, Ray. Whoever won the game, they're gonna be like, "Hey, random football player, you just won the Super Bowl. What you gonna do next, cuz?" And then he look at the camera. I'm gonna be like Jay Lacey and Brittany Monet, and I'm going to Disneyland or Disney World, depending on what side of the country they live on. And then after I do that, because I didn't even talk about all the food and snacks and drinks that I've been partaking in during the game, Ray. But after the game, what I like to do after the game is I'm like, you know what? You would think I'd be all football out, Ray. I ain't got no more football left in me. But you would be wrong, Ray Williams, because that's when I go to the room, fire up the PS5, and start a new season of Madden every single year after the Super Bowl with whichever team I land on, that team of destiny that's gonna come and win the Super Bowl the next year. And like this year, after the Super Bowl, I started up a franchise. Shout out to Vanessa Sharp with the Cleveland Browns. And my quarterback, my Pro Bowler, Shador Sanders. Perfect timing. Coach Nate gonna lead us to the championship. Perfect timing. Right now we like 6-4, but we're getting better. We're getting better. But then the day after the Super Bowl is always fun too, because whether it was the King of Sport or whether now with Nefarious, there's always going to be a post-Super Bowl post-mortem where we talk about the game. So yes, the Super Bowl is my favorite day of the year that happens every year. Chris, we ain't coming to you yet. Brittany, I think you might have already said it, but is your Super Bowl your Super Bowl?
I can't tell if my connection is dropping or it's you guys. Everything sounds staticky, so I feel like I missed half of what was going on. We're on our favorite day question still.
Yes, our favorite day that happens every year.
Not a holiday.
Okay. My besides the Oscars, it would be May the 4th because Star Wars.
Yeah, Star Wars. May the 4th be with you.
Okay.
Yeah. That's me, because then I get to do my little Star Wars marathon or whatever. So yeah.
Okay. Get your little hair in the little Princess Leia buns. So Star Wars Day for Britt. Let's see. Have you gone, Ray?
No, I have not.
What is your day, Ray?
All right. Well, it could be March 10th, aka MAR10, aka Mario Day.
Okay, okay.
That's a contender. That's a contender.
It's a Mario.
It could be today, Stone Cold Day, aka 316 Day. But I'm gonna go in the realm because, Professor, you're a teacher. I'm a teacher. So, not in the vein of sports, but in the vein of, these kids are gone. I'm going with the last day of school, brother.
Well played.
From a vacation. Oh, that was a layup, boy. That was an alley-oop, Professor. You like LeBron and Wade.
Ray goes from, how do I reach these kids, to get the hell out, kids.
August is how do I reach these kids. Once we get to May and June, I'm like, oh, look. Can't wait.
Right. Yeah.
Professor, what is your favorite day that happens every year that's not an official holiday, brother?
All right. Well, if I was working like every day, it'd probably be the last day of school or whatever. But I teach online. The last semester I taught on campus. This semester I teach online. So I got more free time. It used to be and I like the Oscars every year too. That's something that I always make time to watch. But it was not for a not for like a healthy reason probably, but I used to always love and this isn't it, but it used to be NFL Draft Day. And it would always just, I wouldn't get happy at it, but it always fascinate me when I see a guy that would think they were going to get picked number 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5, and 5 gets called and they don't get picked, and 6 gets called and they don't get picked, and 10 gets called and they don't get picked, and just watching the nervousness on their face, it's just from a psychological perspective, it's just, God damn, that's a psychologist's like kind of thing right there, right? Like look at this guy, look at, it is just like, and I could name some names, but I ain't gonna do that. But I think, and then this used to be my favorite day of the year, but I'll go with this one, and this would just be the day of like the television upfronts, it doesn't mean what it used to mean, but like to see which shows got canceled and which shows got picked up, and sometimes it would be a bad day, because one of my shows would get canceled. I was upset a couple years ago when I didn't see Grand Crew on the fall schedule after 2 years, but it's shit like that. That's always like one of my favorite, because just being in media and stuff like that is one of the things I look out for and all that.
Grand Crew greater than Abbott Elementary in my opinion. But
yeah.
I'm probably in the minority.
This man out here starting controversy.
Yeah.
You know what's actually pretty good, man? And I love that they put it on the same night as Abbott. The new Scrubs, like the Scrubs revival, ain't bad.
Yeah.
It ain't bad. I think everybody's asked their questions. No, there's one man left who has not asked a question. It is the birthday boy himself.
Indeed.
Ray Blondie Stone Williams. Ray? Wheatley so nice, I drink it neatly. Williams. Ray, what is your question for the group?
All right. Well, we kind of glanced over some things related to it. We all talked about things that we follow very closely. For the fellas, we're big into sports, obviously, with us being prior on to Nefarious being on the Kings of Sport Network and on the Kings of Sport podcast currently. So we follow sports, not just the games, not just the X's and O's, but also the behind the scenes and what's going on with the business end. So we follow that very, very closely here. Sister Monet, you said you follow not just the art of acting and of Hollywood and film, but you follow the behind the scenes, the box office, if you will, the politics within award shows. So what comes second? What is a secondary art or medium that you figure you follow just as much, whether it be like watching like YouTubers or watching talking heads talk about not just the art of something, but also the behind the scenes and the business end and things like that. So what's your second like obsessions?
Secondary obsessions. Let's go first to Chris. Besides sports or wrestling, like what is something, and I think we all gonna know the answer to this. It might be his primary obsession.
Like for what would you say?
I said it might be your primary obsession, brother.
So that's probably it. Like the thing about politics is it's probably my first thing though, because
there you go.
I have to, like, when you're a political scientist, you do need breaks from that shit. I will say that, especially when you're inundated with data and stuff. It's intriguing for a while, and then like when people like just keep asking you questions and it's not the answer that they want to hear. It could be grating, man. It could be grating. Just but yeah, just always kind of like saying, okay, if I was this person, I wouldn't have did that with or if Jasmine Crockett, like, damn it, Jasmine, I wish you would have announced your Senate candidacy early, that kind of thing. And just like, and even asking questions after the elections, that's probably going to be my second favorite thing, is just seeing like why people voted the way they did or did what they did, and just kind of studying that and just trying to get, because my whole job, everything I do is like the byproduct of it is you want people to be engaged in the civic process. You don't ever want anybody to think it's a good idea to sit out of an election ever. I just
Sorry,
don't care what the fucking election is. You gotta you gotta take it seriously because you know.
Sorry, Brett.
Oh, sorry about
It's okay.
that, Brittany. but you
No,
just
it's
you gotta
okay.
take it seriously. You got to because especially like if you look at what's going on right now in the world, it is absolutely nuts. I've never
100% my fault.
no, that's not your fault. You're in
Brittany had voted,
California.
we wouldn't be at war right now.
You're in California, so you know. That mindset comes from a deeper place than that too. So, you know, but just that whole kind of game, you know, the political atmosphere and asking questions afterwards, always intriguing.
Yeah.
Okay, good answer, Chris. Brittany, since you know you've been rightfully shamed publicly, what is something that you are obsessive about? You're saying, and I think I know yours too, which it also might be your primary obsession.
I feel like I have so many interests, and everyone knows I think most of my interests. So it's probably like the band scene.
Yep.
But in a way, I feel like
yeah.
I'm a little bit behind in some ways because, like, I don't know if I said it on here that I had got stuck in a couple years where I was only listening to Fall Out Boy, Pierce the Veil, and Paramore, regardless if like what was going on in the scene. So I feel like I'm catching up to a lot of the more recent bands. But I do enjoy this scene. I like that. I like everything that goes on. I follow the tours, like which bands are always like pairing up together and touring together. And then we always joke around when now, like in the fandom, if like one band doesn't go on tour with this one band that they usually do, like, ooh, they broke up, and you know, just like stupid little stuff like that. That's probably my other thing. And then probably books, as you guys know, I'm reading like 3 books right now. So
Yeah.
Okay, good stuff, Rick.
Yeah, I'm reading a couple books right now too. I'm reading Bad
Reading is
Law at
fundamental.
the moment.
Please read America.
Please.
But I'm glad
reading
you're
is
reconnected.
fundamental.
Yes, Brittany's reconnecting with her band, folks. She's back out there in the real world, and ain't it fun living in the real world, Ray Williams? Ain't it good being on your own? Now don't go crying to your mama.
Exactly.
She make you wear that mug on your head, brother. But anyway, it all comes back around. Let's see. Chris, Britt, Jay Lacey. What is your secondary obsession? I knew Chris and Brittany's. I have no idea what yours is.
Yeah, I am a huge tech nerd. I love all things tech, like whether it's like for computers or electric vehicles or like audio equipment. I am a gadget guy. I mean, if it's brand new, shiny, I got to get my hands on it some way, one way or another, you know? So yeah, that's my secret obsession. And then, I've got way too many things. My desk is all crowded and it's a sickness. It used to be, honestly, I'm a recovering shoeaholic. I used to get these drops on shoes, and then the shoe follow was a real thing, right? Yeah. But I'm like, you know what? I gotta chill on that. So
I'm still nuts on shoes myself.
I am too. I stopped following a lot of the sites that would like give you these exclusive codes because I was one of those dudes like, hey, you buy so much, they give you exclusive drops, and so I would just like, hey, I gotta chill on that. So, but that's what my secret obsession is.
Yeah.
I did not know. So you learned something today.
Yeah, I used to follow. I used to like StockX and all that shit. I used to do that stuff, and then I met this Japanese lady out of Charlotte, and she's always got the new drop-on shoes and shoes that cost like $400 and $500. I get for like $150.
Okay.
So this is just
I used to have a plug.
Right,
when I was in the Bay Area, but they would have like shoes like size 9.5 and 10s, and I'm like, man, I need some 13s, bro. I mean, that's what I need. And so they're like, nah, these are like the ones that they would get would be like the prototypes. And so I would get a couple of those 9.5s and 10s, like those like prototypes or whatever, and be able to flip those. But that was years ago, you know.
Right,
I'm like, dude, I need to get those, at least, you know, the 12.5 or 13s. But you know, so I chilled on those quite a bit, unless it's something that I'm really liking, like
I fucking hate shoe nerds though, because like they'll be like if you go up to a shoe nerd, they'll be like asking you if those are real and shit like that. I'm like, I'm not taking off my fucking shoes so you can see how authentic they are. They look good on my feet. That's why I wear them, dumbass.
Yeah, because a lot of them, and this is part of the shoe culture. They get the replicas, they get the reps, and they're fake. And there's some intricacies where you could tell if they're not or real.
Yeah, there's little tells on those. Yeah.
Yeah. So.
Yeah.
Just imagine Jay meeting up with E40 and Too Short under the Golden Gate Bridge at midnight for some new shoes. Like, what's the password? What's my favorite word? I gotta say it like short.
Is it Nike? No. You know what I mean?
Not a kid.
Come on.
That's a whole different type of category. It's like, oh, you wanted that merchandise.
Right.
But no, good to learn something about Jay this week. His brother Jay used to take plane trips just to read the Sharper Image catalog. Like, you know, you just get that sent to your house, cuz they got all the gadgets in there. You know, Sharper Image still exists. They still a thing.
I think they still around.
Did you have a sneaker brand, Jay?
You know what? There's one constant. I keep a pair of Chucks on me. I'm from the West Coast. We keep a pair of Chucks on us.
Okay.
I mean, outside of that, I mean, you gotta roll with your Sambas from Adidas. It's not so much the brands; it's like the styles. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like right now, the silhouette's kind of slim, so like you like the Converse, the Chuck Taylors, you got the Chuck 70s, you got the Sambas. Vans was a thing, but not so much anymore.
Excuse me?
But I mean, like for me anyway.
Brittany still got some Vans in the closet.
Like, when did it not come?
I mean, but it's like I don't wear the.
Vans are gonna be debatable if they're sneakers or not.
If it's the lace up ones, for sure, like the 3 or 4 eyelet ones, all day. That's a classic one. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But that, like for me, that's not my swag. So I don't go that direction. But you gotta keep like at least a pair of Jordans 1 through 5. It doesn't matter which ones.
Yeah.
You gotta have a pair of 1 through 5. I'll even lean to the 6s too. But.
Yeah, I wear the 11s nowadays.
Okay, those are dope too. I got a couple pairs of 11s as well too, man.
That's all I've been buying lately for the last year or so.
Yes, sir.
See Chris out there with a pair of Space Jams on.
I do. I got the LeBron Space Jams and the Jordan Space Jams.
Man, my son's gonna hate
new legacies.
My son's gonna hate me for this one, but like when he was younger, when he was growing up, I said, dude, he's like, hey, I need some shoes. I'm like, hey, you can wear anything in my closet, but do not touch my Space Jams. And what that to do?
Of course.
You got to the Space Jams.
They creased. I'm like, oh.
Yeah.
I still love him. He's still in the wheel.
Yeah, that's
cool. My secondary obsession, much like Brittany, y'all probably know, like I got a lot of things that I'm into: sports, wrestling, these video games. Ray, put your own game featuring Ray Williams coming to you some point. At some point. Like I watched a video last night, somebody's Madden franchise that I wasn't even playing, right? And seeing how he did the draft, and I'm just like, that's a rookie mistake, brother. They gonna kill you when you get to the fourth round. You ain't got no picks, brother. You're above the salary cap. But I would say, leading into Chris's bailiwick in terms of something that I can literally obsess about is politics. Whether it's like the shows, like I watch hearings. Ray, I watch C-SPAN sometimes, brother. Seeing what these Bama's is doing, man. I still watch MSNBC. I don't watch CNN anymore. Every now and then I'll peek over this crazy town to see what they saying on Fox News. But just the and politics ain't as fun as it used to be, Chris. I don't know if you feel this way, but
no,
like
it's not. I don't
feel
think
like a sport,
right?
And now it's like, oh no, this life or death.
Yeah, it's to me the problem with politics these days is like if I could disagree with Republicans on things and still be cool with them, you know. I can't do that in 2026. You know, it's like these cats are fucking crazy, man. It's like they believe it. They go to the Charlie Kirk school of things. You know, like they think they could say shit to you like, yeah, if I see a black pilot, I'm wondering if he's credentialed and think that kind of thing is a debate. And it's like, nah, that's not a debate. That's you being a bigot. That's racism. That's not debatable, you know, that kind of shit. And that's why it's not as fun as it is used to be to me, you know, like because then you start
on them election nights, Chris, like with Steve Kornacki at the board club.
Yeah,
it's racist. I don't even know these people, and I'm locked into the racist, dog.
Yeah. Yes.
Who gonna win the 17th district in Wyoming? This is thrilling.
Yeah.
You know, one person it's fun for, good old Mark Calloway. This guy 45-47 made it fun again.
Yeah, he's like, are you gonna protect my daughters? I like, dude, you're over here asking sexually civically liable sex offender if he's gonna protect your fucking daughter from a trans person, you know? It's like, come on, dude. Like, yeah, it's crazy, man.
Riley Gaines, all these culture war idiots.
Yeah, that's the stuff that makes it less fun with me. And some of these people I used to be friends with too until they kind of like show their true colors, and I still mess with them on some level, but I just it's not the same, you know, because it's like, man, I didn't know you had this kind of shit in your heart, you know.
Right.
Even back in the day when you was beefing with the other side, there was at least like a level of decorum.
Right.
Yeah. It was Marcus and Queensberry rules, Chris.
Right. Yeah. Like my example is always like with Michael Steele. Like I remember going to an event that he was hosting, and I didn't agree with anything he was saying, but he wasn't saying anything that was crazy. And as a matter of fact, it was like, okay, I disagree with you ideologically, but I can see how you come to that conclusion, you know? And there's just not that kind of thing anymore, man. It's like, these dudes are nuts.
Right.
Hey. Yeah.
You know, Chris, speaking of somebody I disagree with ideologically, particularly when it comes to the Shamrock Shake, Ray Williams. You asked the doggone question, man. What's your answer?
All right. Well, I'm a big lover of music as well, but I don't really follow the ins and outs of like the music industry. I'm more of like a fan of not only like songs and artists and stuff, but actually getting into making music and how that goes. I'm a band geek through and through. I know you, Brother Jay, you dabble in the music as well. You do music on the side as well. So I'm big into trying to make music and instrumentation and stuff like that.
Nice.
But recently you mentioned put you on game, brother Nate. I've been kind of obsessing over like the gaming industry as a whole. I think it kind of started. I don't know if I've mentioned this before on the podcast or on the network before, but I used to work at GameStop back in 2018, 2019
Yeah.
for a little spell. But I wasn't big into like the modern gaming at the time. I was more big into like the retro gaming and stuff.
Yeah, retro
So
games.
but it always like encouraged me to kind of look up like what's going on in like the modern gaming scene. What are the big stories that I need to like keep my eye on and things like that. And then the pandemic hit. Panorama.
The panini.
The panini, right? So and then all of a sudden I started seeing like this spike in like reselling like old retro video games, and I started tuning into these resellers and just seeing how they come across stuff, and that actually inspired me to kind of go out to yard sales and pawn shops and different places and looking for deals. And then that also got me looking at modern gaming, and now like seeing where things are headed as far as digital gaming versus physical media and like what's gonna
I got a whole rant on this WWE 2K26. The season pass malarkey rate. We gonna save it for another day, cuz.
Yeah.
If I paid for the special edition of the game, shouldn't I get the special edition stuff when I start the game? You telling me I got to work to earn the stuff that I paid you for already?
Dang.
What type of indentured servitude is this? It's like Tamina all over again. But anyway, I think Ray froze.
Oh, I think so.
Yeah, I think
I think so.
he's
Somebody
frozen.
screenshot him.
The tables have turned. Ray, the man that has shut Chris down numerous times on his microphone, has been hoarced by his own petard.
Yeah, I gave him a Danhausen curse.
Ray has been cursed today. You got to take it off though, Chris. It's his birthday tomorrow, cuz.
Oh yeah. Okay.
You got to reverse it.
Release the curse.
Release the curse. But that's going to wrap it up. Whenever Ray arrives, we are going to end this exciting edition of Feeding the Ducks on the Pond. Fun show, guys. Not nearly close to a tight 90 like we said, but hey, it happens. One of these days, Brittany, we're going to have a tight 90-minute show. I think you said to say this before we did the Avengers Initiative last time. It's going to be a quick show. 3 hours later.
Well, as soon as I knew that Andy and Clement were joining us, the show's going to be forever.
And it was, but it was fun.
It was fun, yes. That's why tonight I was like, I work at 5 a.m., so we got to be off by a certain time.
Yes. Brittany has to be in bed before the sun goes down.
Where do you work at, Brittany, again?
Starbucks.
Oh, okay.
For the siren.
The siren jitters. Jitters.
Yes, I usually call it jitters. I usually call it jitters when I'm talking about it. But yes, that's where I work.
All right. So let's go around the horn. Hopefully this will give Ray time to get back. Before we leave, any shout outs, anything you would like to promote? Let's go with our best supporting actress, Brittany Monet. Britt, what you got going on? Where can people find you?
Nothing to share quite yet. But you can find me at Hi Brittany Monet on, I still call it Twitter, Threads, hi, Threads, Instagram. I think that's kind of it that I use right now. But yeah, that's where you can find me.
Blue Skies yet?
Oh, I am on Blue Sky. I forgot. Yes, I'm on Blue Sky. It should also be Hi Brittany Monet.
Okay, cool.
Okay.
Yeah.
Jay Lacey, the man of the night last night. It was you and Michael B. Jordan at In and Out just celebrating, brother. That's what I saw. That's what I
And
saw.
that's funny you say that because I did have In and Out on my way
That
home.
would have been wild if you were at the In and Out he was at. Like, damn, everything's coming up, Jay.
Everything,
Yeah.
yeah.
He
Uh,
would have went to the Hollywood and Sunset In and Out, I believe.
Mhm.
Yeah.
nah, I was all the way out of town. I was already up the road in Santa Clarita, Valencia
Okay.
area. So I was trying to get home, man. It was a
I
long
know
day.
that's right, brother.
Mhm.
Yeah, so
But yeah.
you can find me on Instagram at Jerek JEREK _wins. Also have a Blue Sky, and I did catch my login, so I'm in the game, baby. It's
Okay.
Jarek dash wins on Blue Sky. So you can find me
Okay.
two spaces there. You can check me out at later on this week on Wednesday, not Wednesday, on Ring Theory this Friday with my man downtown Gerard Brown. We're gonna be covering everything more in depth with AEW Revolution and some other shows that are coming up and around the scene. So those are two places, and yeah, just follow us, and you'll if you like wrestling podcasts, you'll love our wrestling podcast.
Shout out to Christina. Watch Ring Theory on Friday. Chris, Professor, let these people know what you got going on. Not only is Chris doing his thing here with Nefarious, but he is also the king of Substack on these streets. Let them know, Professor.
Yeah, just follow me on Substack. I don't know if you could type in I don't know if I don't know what happens when you type in Professor Ely on Google. If you type in Christopher Ely with a K, you'll get all of my socials. So just look me up that way. And are we doing an NWA this Sunday, or like how's that? Because I know that Kate's got some collision reviews she's got to do this week. I don't know if it's gonna fall on our day or what's going on with that, man. Because these AEW fools messed us up.
I
Yeah.
believe it is. I think it's this Sunday.
Okay. All right.
I
Cool.
think
So
it is.
then, yeah. So I
Don't
look
quote me.
forward to and then hopefully, and Jarrett could talk a little bit more about his experience on his show and on the NWA on Sunday. I'm sure people are gonna want to know
Yep.
what happened there.
You get some good GoPro footage last night, Jay?
Yeah, I also got some other footage I'll share offline too. So yeah,
Okay.
Okay.
yeah, cool stuff.
Okay. Yeah, so stay tuned for Ring Theory this Friday, and then of course NWA Sunday on Post. We definitely gonna get into more of Jay's journey to Revolution. But Ray Williams, Chris, let the people know that he put a curse on you, like Danhausen, to get you back for all them times you kicked off his camera. But then he
Unlucky
reversed
irony.
it because he remembered it was your birthday. So we ain't gonna be mean to you today, Ray. But anything you would like to promote, Ray?
All right, well, I think you cut me midway off, but it's okay. Just know I'm obsessed over gaming.
I was saying like Ray was working up a
Gaming
whole thing about gaming. It's like, okay, show's over.
Yeah, like my lights started going out. But
Like, the Undertaker in the building.
I know. But yeah, you can always find me right here on wherever you get Nefarious Podcast, wherever you get our media from Nefarious Media Network, including the flagship Kings of Sport or Super Solid or the Parley, of course, and also just dropped today was the latest edition of Styles Break Fights with myself and the man around town himself, brother Jay Lacey. We talked about UFC 326. We talked about the BMF title being on the line, possibly for the last time, with Max Holloway and Charles Oliveira. We also talked about Francis Ngannou returning to MMA after a hiatus and he's now going to be fighting on the Ronda Rousey Gina Carano card. We also talked
AEW's
about
own Ronda Rousey.
Uh-huh.
Yes, AEW's
Yeah.
only. And prior to, who knew?
Mhm.
Who knew we were going to have a scoop the day after uh we recorded? So talk about that. We also discuss some other things going on. Oh, the White House card, aka UFC Freedom 250, whether it's actually going to live up to all the hype. Spoiler alert, it will not.
Yeah, what
Um,
to say?
and yeah, all that and more on this March 2026 edition of Styles Break Fights, which has just dropped today. So
Okay.
please
Good
go
stuff.
ahead, look that up wherever you listen to all of your podcasts.
Good stuff, Ray. Good stuff. I appreciate all the hard work you do here, brother, and I'm excited to check out that episode of Styles Break Fights. For me, man, there's a lot going on. Um, you know, Ray mentioned it. We got a lot of programs here at the network, and we're excited. We got Super Salad, we got the Avengers Initiative, which is a Patreon exclusive. We got Styles Break Fights. We got the Mothership or the Brothership, the Kings of Sport. And of course, we got the parlay, the show that you've been watching this evening. And so when I think about what the future is for the network, Ray, it's like wide open, man. Like I'm really excited for you to put you on game off the ground, especially since we got a Twitch channel now. We on Twitch,
Mhm.
y'all. We on Twitch. Um, but yeah, it's just like seeing Jay last night at the press conference made me so proud of the brother, man. It's a lot that we got going on here. And then all I can say, Ray, is I don't know where we're going to be a year from now. It's just questions like that that kind of keep me up at night out of excitement, man, because wherever this goes, it's going to be fun, man. And it just makes you wonder, man. I said it makes you wonder, man. I said it makes you wonder, man. The third time was the charm, Brett. I got him on the third one. But yeah, we got in all seriousness, we got a lot going on here at the network, and we appreciate everybody that's taking time out of their day to check us out. You have a lot of options in this media space, as Chris mentioned earlier, and we appreciate any time that y'all give to us here at Nefarious. If you would like to support us, there's a million ways. Actually, there's only like 5 ways, but let's say a million ways that you can support us. The first way is by checking out our Patreon. $3, less than the cost of that nasty Shamrock Shake. $3 can get you in because we are in the midst of the drive for 500 subscribers on the Patreon, which will allow us to do some big things here at the network, including bringing on some production help for Ray and Jay. It will allow us to put more love into the Patreon itself with some more exclusive shows like the Avengers Initiative, like Kung Fu Island, featuring myself and Brent Chittenden. Season 2 is still coming at some point, but we just also busy. And as we often say, sometimes in America, you have to buy your freedom with money because that can buy you some extra time to do things
Mhm.
that you want to do. So it'll go a long way towards helping us out. Also, you're watching us on YouTube now, at least some of you are. Hit that subscribe button so that way you always know when we go live, which we do each and every week. 500 YouTube subscribers gets us halfway to monetization. And then the third thing you can do is follow us on socials. Follow us on Blue Sky, IG, Twitter, if you're still on Twitter, uh, TikTok, Threads, that hot Twitch channel that I mentioned earlier that ain't got no videos up yet, but it's still hot. All of the stuff that we're doing, if you follow us on socials, we really appreciate that. So that is going to draw an end to another tight episode, Jay Lacey, another tight episode of the Parlay for Ray Williams. I don't know if Ray is ready to end this or not. Ray just disappeared. Maybe he's starting his
Mhm.
birthday early. For the
Mhm.
birthday boy himself, Ray Williams. For upper mid card, Jay Lacey. For the seductive lady from the top of the show, Brittany Monet. For the angry intellectual, the Professor Chris from LA. I am the
Mhm.
Godfather, Nate Milton. Hope everybody has a safe and happy St. Patrick's Day. If you do partake in the libations, as Ray said, please partake responsibly because it ain't worth losing your life like Hugh Jackman at the end, the song sung blue, just because you decided to drink and drive. That's not what he did, but either way, he did. Spoiler alert. So make sure you make it out of St. Patty's Day alive because there's people that's counting on you. So, for the whole crew here in the Ferris, I'm Nate Milton. Y'all have a wonderful night. We'll see you next time on the Parlay. Make sure you hear Friday for Ring Theory with Jay and Gerard. And until then, we out. Hit the music, Ray, if you can hear us. Happy birthday. I don't think Ray can hear us.
Nah,
Oh, Ray can hear us. Thank
No.
you, Ray. Happy birthday.
I hit the
See
music.
y'all
Birthday,
later.
Ray.